To get a prolonged Zorch, I'd have to dive for the breaker switch at the bottom of the rig, and then listen to his Zorch as 60 microfarads of capacitance discharge.
KB1 YFD.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game.
Yep. Hey, John.
Hey gang, good to be back. Steve Harris came down to my place today and we climbed up on my roof and, ooh man, we fixed my intermittent antenna. Hope it's sounding okay.
Well, if antenna could sound, I guess it would be okay.
My antenna did make a sound, Tim. Maybe it's a new one. It was intermittent, and so my signal would modulate via the antenna intermittency along with me modulating the signal.
I think I remember that bucking and farting you had.
Bucking and farting. I think that sounds about right. That's kind of what an intermittent might sound like.
I've looked up that in the handbook.
You know, I've had enough of those in the past, probably with the present.
And enough for the future.
You got it.
And he's about to speak. Ted, I sent you an email.
One of those email guys, W2 Verity.
Alright, I'll be looking for it when I fire up the confuser.
You hear Ted in there. I'll be looking for it when I fire up the confuser.
Alright. Did I say I'm WB2GCR/2 immobile?
Hey. You're slant too?
Yeah, immobile.
Immobile. I get it.
Mobile and immobile.
Wait, what?
And that's when the big flash happened.
Well, you shouldn't be dicking around on a pond like that so that you could have a flash.
Wait, what?
That's a little bit better.
Jumping jack flash. It's a gas.
The wrecking ball has forsaken us for the good buddies.
Sometimes the good buddies are more interesting.
Ted.
Sometimes?
You got to realize, in a high noise situation, the Good Buddy Band is looking better and better.
Yeah, it goes like that sometimes. Not my neighborhood, though. There ain't nothing on the Good Buddy Band. Nothing worth bothering with.
Hi, Dave. W2BTK.
Hey, it's W2BTK. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Big Blue's, in the off position right now. Just hanging out with Boo Boo. I've been on the air for a couple hours.
Roger, I'm waiting for it's sunset here, and then I'm gonna put SOB on the air.
Nice.
More drinks than 500.
The 500's kicking ass right now.
Yeah, you're
taking names.
Yeah, you're doing well here too. Timmy's doing. Everybody's that's on here is coming in well. Even Bayer. Take two and call me in the morning.
All right, in the morning.
Prolonged use of that gives you tinnitus, right?
What?
The Bayer? Like, the medicine?
Of having a heart attack, but if you take too much aspirin, chronic aspirin, you can get, your ears will start ringing. Some people call it tinnitus, but I call it tinnitus, so there.
I call it tinnitus too, and it sucks.
Some call it tinnitus and some call it tinnitus. You say tomato and I say tomato. You say potato and I say potato. It's all the same to me.
And we don't have to worry about Dan Quayle spelling it wrong with an extra E.
Yes.
I actually think that's who's in charge of the government right now, by the way, is Dan Quayle. He's behind the scenes. He's pulling all the stops out, and nobody knows it's really him. He's definitely Lex Luthor, so hold on tight.
No, it's Jeff Bezos behind the curtain.
Boy, Dan Quayle, I haven't heard that name pulled out in a long time.
Oh, God.
Just when you least expect it.
Boy, that was a heck of a guy, huh? Heck of a guy.
That's impeachment insurance.
What do you think Biden's got?
Well, what's his name? Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney's the man behind Biden. You know, all these people were complaining about Dick Cheney, Dick Cheney, Dick Cheney. Well, he's also in charge.
How's that? He's on the other team, isn't he?
No, you see, you've been successfully duped. No, it's really Dick Cheney.
Chick Daney?
Wow. Chick Daney.
I'm just thinking about all the stupid political crap that was repeated over and over again in the past. I think now's a good time to bring it out.
The zany Chick Daney Show, live.
All I know is those bozos from D.C., whether they're D.I.R. or whatever they are, they're not on my team, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'll go along with you.
Well, they're kind of on my team.
That's great. I can't wait for you to pay reparations.
Well, like it or not, we're going to be paying reparations long after we're dead. I mean, this whole COVID thing.
I never thought I'd live long enough to see Timmy hooked up with the establishment.
Yeah, big-time establishment. You with that big corporations, multinationals, giant tech, Wall Street. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not part of that.
Well, if you were insinuating that your team is in power, then yes, you are.
No, it's not all black or white.
That's racist.
Ebony and
Got the
Ivory.
most money out of Wall Street. Yeah, well, anyway, it doesn't really matter because it's all the same crapole anyway.
You're all racist.
Yeah, well, the way I see it, Wall Street needs to be reined in, and I got my own opinions about the stock market that probably be very unpopular amongst a number of people who are constantly day trading to make money, for I view them as bloodsuckers.
Hey, I am disenfranchised. I want you to know.
Politicians say more taxes will solve everything, and the band played on.
2 minutes before the top of the hour, boys and girls, on 3885 live, it's WB2GCR in living color.
W2 very
It's
weak.
more like 3 minutes before the top of the hour, according to my clock.
Close enough.
3 minutes before the top of the hour in CinemaScope and Technorama.
It's gonna be a revolution.
I got 215821 UTC, KB1YFD.
Yeah, I'm at 5904.
Only 2.5 or 1.5 minutes before the top of the hour, W2BTK.
No, I lined mine up according to the little cock on the computer. Maybe that's off.
Hey, I got JJY at 525 kilohertz the other day. 5x9, no problem.
Anyone who does FT8 has their computer clock synced. So I have it synced to whatever everybody that uses FT8 has.
And there's some dolts out there that think that FT8 wouldn't work if it weren't for that. I mean, you could do that on your own if you had to, but it's an easy way.
Hey, I don't care what FT8, whether he ate or not, I don't care.
I do. Great way to check out your station effectiveness, and you can pecker match with the guy across town. There's nothing better than doing that.
Duh.
We know Bear's not into FT8, but we also know FT8 is a great tool.
Duh.
It's not the only great tool that's on here.
Yeah.
Speaking of tools,
Yeah, speaking of tools, I might turn on the big mule in a little bit. I don't know. We'll wait till the sun goes down.
I don't think you need to, my friend. You're plenty loud now. Some people might say you get a little bit, let's say, overly excited when you use the larger radio.
Some people might get told to mind their own freaking business.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to all be good neighbors.
Just because you can't buy one that does that doesn't give you the right to bitch, because he who is without sin, let them cast the first stone.
Yes, yes. He speaketh, and AM Facebook sucks. They all declared.
Yeah. Oh, man. I want us all to just get along. Why can't we all just get along? Oh, yeah.
I sit on my Facebook anyway. I mean, who's the moderator or who was?
That would be Fat Phil, a.k.a. Bad Phil.
He's not the moderator.
I think I know who you're talking about from Georgia.
KA4KOE. He is the moderator. He started that group.
Oh, okay, he's the moderator of that group. Okay, all right, never mind. Let me shut my mouth.
Why, is he stepped down?
Who did?
I don't know. I heard something that maybe Phil may have stepped down, or is he still the head guy?
Yeah, for that group. The other group is Paul Corson. You know him.
Oh, sure. My telephone's ringing. I'm going to see who it is, but I don't think I'm going to bother answering it. And it's another annoyance.
It's AM Facebook calling.
I'm pretty sure that I got banned from Phil's group because I had pictures of CBs or whatever in the background in one of my homebrew 810 rigs or whatever I was posting, but I got simultaneously banned from the other AM that Paul is now running, and I've never even posted there or like joined there. They just banned me from ever doing so with the old owner. But Paul had invited me to like be in that one or unban me or whatever, but I just don't care. I mean, like, I got banned from the place and I never even made a post there, so we'll just let it be. It doesn't seem like a groovy kind of thing to me anyway. I don't know. I got my own stuff going on. W2BTK on Montana Mountain.
If it'll make you feel better, Billy, we can arrange for you to be banned, blackballed throughout the industry. No problem.
That'd be fine. I mean, I don't care. I'm the one posting. When I joined that AM Classic group, I got like Facebook awards for like top poster, top content, most amount of comments and stuff on what I was posting, and this and that. Like, it's all like statistics. They even posted a statistic that showed me as like the top poster, top content provider, and just generating a buzz on there. And before I got banned, so I don't know, like, what the hell? that's fine. It's kind of counterproductive. Not only for that, but the fact that I'm gonna be around for a while, dude. 35 years old. What's the average age of those guys? You know. Whatever. Like I said, I've got my own things going on, so I'll be fine. All that stuff. It's pretty closed-minded in most of the crap anyway. So it's all good. You can make those arrangements, and I don't think I'll be affected.
I was making a joke. I have no power. I have exactly 0 power. Oh, I don't even have power in the rig. Well, there you go. I've got negative power, but I'm very influential.
You have the power of positive thinking. KC2RGW.
There's somebody I haven't heard on the radio in a long time.
J1, QAR, portable, testing.
Testing.
Yeah, I'm using the girly tube.
Okay. You're piss weak, but okay. Did you check the email yet?
No, haven't done the confuser.
All right. You'll get around to it. Chris, did you check your email? I think you did. You sent me an email back.
See, I read your emails. Nice to hear you, Bear, Billy, Ted. Yeah, I've just been in and out, and half the time in the evenings when people are in, I'm just done because I'm on the radio all day for the most part, and the evenings are noisy, too many heterodynes and nonsense going on, and bad band conditions.
The
But,
Democrat night?
nice to hear everybody.
Where the heck are you operating?
I work out of my house, so when between all my calls at work, I sit at the same desk. I sit right here, so I'm on the radio, all day long. So by the time the evening comes around, I'm done. I go eat dinner. I watch TV.
No. When we say where are you operating, I don't mean where are you sitting. I mean, what frequencies?
Oh, in the evening it would be here 75. During the day, 3822. I'm on 40 meters, around 7220, give or take. Those places usually.
Oh, who's on 3822 during the day? I thought it was kind of abandoned except in the morning.
Yeah, it's the guys in the morning I talk to, and then we'll drag it out till noon or 1 o'clock, depending on what people are doing.
Well, is that the group that's centered around, I guess, more or less Connecticut and downstate New York? Let's see who that is. That's, I can't think of his name. Oh, great. That's brain fart.
Yeah, a bunch of my friends from Jersey, N2ZRI, Joe down in Poughkeepsie, Danny, K2OZ, my buddy Carl, W2QEG, a bunch of guys from New York, Jersey, a couple of guys in Connecticut, and me.
Yeah, I'll think of the guy's name. I just can't think of it at the moment. What the heck is up with my brain? Great. All right, whatever. Just saying nothing about nothing. Anyway, good to hear you, Chris.
We've been wondering the same thing.
What?
Mine is a terrible thing to lose.
It's Chris Vader, W2VW. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Dave, long time, man. All is good up here. Had a little ice on my antenna for a little while and stuff like that, but all is good. Good to hear you.
Yeah, you must have been really buried this year. That's got to be fun.
That was a great blues song.
I got 3/4 of an inch of ice on the feed line and the antenna from a ice storm almost 3 weeks ago that stuck around for 2 straight weeks because the elevation I'm at, it just wouldn't thaw out. And it's finally all free and clear and sprung back where it all belongs.
Man, I had my first ever ice and snow on my antenna here ever in 26 years. That detuned it. Never happened to me before, and it happened twice this year. This has been a year for precip in the wintertime. So I can just imagine what it's like up there.
It's that weird non-burning snow.
We didn't have this crap when Trump was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got only 2 feet now, but I had a good 3 feet of snowpack across the entire property for a while. If I was doing antenna work, I'd need snowshoes right now.
Really? You got that much snow on the ground?
Yeah, I'm at 1,150 feet, and this is our third winter here, and the first one that was kind of normal precip for New Hampshire. So it's pretty normal where I'm at to have snowpack. I'll probably have berms of snow here through April.
Wow. Well, I think that in about 3 days we'll be back to bare ground here. Pretty sure. I mean, there's still some white, but it's going away.
Chris, I'm at a similar elevation here where I'm at, and the same deal. This is like the 3rd year I've been here, and it's 6-7 foot snow drifts and crap over here. It snowed a solid almost 3 feet the one day, and it never melted, and it kept snowing on top of it. It just got ridiculous over here. I couldn't use my front door for, I don't know, like 2.5, 3 weeks there. It's stupid, but I feel your pain. W2BTK, Montana Mountain.
KC2RGW, atop Goodale Hill.
Hey, you guys got nothing, man. I got the elevation over here. Hi, Dave. Hi, Mikey.
Go ahead and say it, Dave, from Beechwood Mountain.
Beechwood Mountain, New Jersey, here in North Beechwood. This is it. It's like you're up above sea level, man. I got it right here.
Yeah, tell them about what we really got here.
Hi, Mike.
Albany Canyon.
I mean, really, Billy, you're telling me you're trying to get home that one day and you had to go 10 miles or around to get around. I had that happen to me here during the blizzard of 96. I had to go all the way around the other side because I couldn't get up the hill to get to my house.
I mean, yeah, you got some, for where you're at, you get some serious elevation. It's no joke.
The RF just rolls downhill.
That's right. But the oil doesn't. The oil just, I don't know.
I'm going to miss that, man. I might have to core bore this street and just take it like a DNA sample.
Hey, if you want to, I could probably get a core machine over there.
Yes, this is all that's left of Tommy 2 Watt is core sampling from the front of my house.
Dude, I mean, it might be worth it. I mean, Jake would probably, if you did that, you could probably give it to Jake for safekeeping. He's got, like, the T2W museum over there. Lots of artifacts.
Yeah, I'll have to talk about that in another venue, man. Yeah, we'll see, You never know what might happen.
It's such a funny story. I don't know, I kind of feel like going to press some buttons.
Yeah, I'm kind of like ramped up for that myself. I got to twist the piece of wire together and go shut off the key switch on the Johnson 500, and I'll be all set for nighttime power.
All right, we have things happening now. Still gonna be a moment. W2BTK.
Yellow. Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
I have satellite subwoofer set up here in the desk. That's pretty good.
You know, this thing's got a lot more fire than the
Everybody's
other
still on
rig.
frequency.
It really needs a whole different audio
Whatever it is,
profile, but hey, man, you know, this is the way it is.
Hi, Clark.
Just got done.
Hi, Clark.
Good evening, almost.
It's Clark.
And I've got a miniature pincher who's got his elbow on my collarbone. It's amazing how much that hurts.
The Murph Man. Hey, Boo Boo's here too.
I love slow code.
There's somebody out there with a blue bus.
Is this, Kwame? That's supposed to be a joke.
I'm out of phase. Wait a minute. Look at this. I'm out of phase. I want you guys to pay attention, especially you, Clark. I'm out of phase. And now I'm not out of phase.
You know, if you had a all-pass filter, you'd never have to worry about that.
And I never have to worry about ever having an all-pass filter because I would never use one on purpose.
Oh, Dave, you're such a rebel.
That's the same thing as if you have an accident with a bicycle seat, Clark.
I'm going to take Murphy out for a walk because he's got that look in his eye that it's time. I'll be right back.
Murphy Loops, gonna poop. Yeah, that's a hit right there. Hit single.
Oh my God, you and Bubble Girl are the two people who call him Murphaloops.
What?
Yeah, Bubble Girl. Remember from the resort and the hot tub that things got out of control?
Oh yeah, we all know Bubble Girl.
Yeah, she coined the phrase she coined the phrase Murphaloop. All right, I'll be right back.
Hi, Mikey.
Hey, Dave. It's MDX, and,
Hey, Billy, can you hear Mikey?
I hear Mikey just fine. Hi, Mikey.
hello, Billy, and how are you today?
Doing just fine. Getting my my final warmed up over here so that I could communicate, so that I could reach out to my peoples over top of whatever's going on.
Reach out and touch someone.
Reach out and make them post something.
Yeah, basically.
What do you think about this audio setting here, Billy?
It's aggressive. I mean, I can't tell if my AGC is jacked, like you've got a ton of signal here, or if it's like a little QSB, but it sounds like it's blasting a little on like the lows. But I mean, I'm not sure if that's you or me. I play with my attenuators and crap. Give me time listening.
Sounds fine here.
Yeah, okay. That's reasonable. Hi, Kenny. That's reasonable because this time of day, you get that destructive QSB and running way over 100% positive. And yes, it's very, very, very dense. I'm dense. Here I am, and I'm dense.
It's good, man. Like it's effective. I'm gonna see if I can improve my SNR in a moment here.
You're making me very afraid.
That's his smoking voice.
What are we at on the Yesometer the Yesu-ometer over there? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
You're a 45 over 9 on the peaks, but occasionally dipping down to about 35 over guess 9 here.
So really, an improvement in SNR is not needed at this time.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there was some degenerate in there before, thought they were going to have some fun. But I think they figured out that's not going to happen. To continue that, you know how it goes. You only need to use as much power as necessary to close the circuit and make complete communication.
I hear you, but all right, I see what's going on here. Let's just like end all future battles by I ain't go see about something. I'll be right back. W2BTK, and I'm gonna eat some pizza.
I'm running 225 watts of cathode emission. That's what I'm running here.
Yeah, I'm about 185 watts. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're like 22 over 9, Theo.
Oh, I need a little more. I was hoping for 22.5.
Yeah, you're there.
I got the girly tube running. It looks like it zorched a fly. Made a huge fireball inside the amp.
Those are good. It's actually good to have a huge fireball inside your equipment every once in a while.
It's amazing how many BTUs or how many photons when it gets hit with a couple thousand volts.
There ain't nothing like having a flashover in a tube and that it recovers from that without breaking anything. To me, that is W2 very weak here on Beechwood Mountain.
This is K1 Queen Anne's Revenge, and I'm portable in neutron, even though the amplifier weighs 75 pounds.
KC2RGW.
W2BTK, can you give me 1 second to tune up?
Guys, doesn't use a dummy load with 1,000 watts.
Camel toe.
Oh yeah, no, I got a high SWR over here. I'm gonna go I have to play with the antenna tuner, so I'll be back in just a second. W2BTK.
Your transmit. Holy crap.
Ooh, ow.
I like to fiddle with
Look like a Mrs. Paul's fish stick.
I got a hole right through my hand. Look at that.
Hey, I want to say a couple of words about the demise of Mr. Potato Head.
Oh no.
It sickens me. It really does.
Mr. Potato Head lasted for years and years. What was he, Hasbro? You know, he was an American institution, and overnight, Mr. Potato Head has been forced to appear and sound like he's using a phase rotator. It just isn't right.
No, they walked that back. They're not going to change Mr. Potato Head from Mr. Potato Head. The company announced that. So you can go to sleep tonight and know that the democracy is safe.
Thank you, Barry. See, I'm behind the times. You've told me something I didn't know, and thank you. Thank you so much. So, never mind, folks. Never mind.
I'm 66 years old. I look around and I'm afraid.
You look around, leaves are brown.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hazy shade of winter.
I don't know. It's scary. What you can do about it, I guess. Ugh. Just makes you sick.
Some of us were sick way before that.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to dispute that. That's for sure. But, you know, what did somebody say today? Everything that's happening around us is worth a good meme.
I don't know where we're going. You know, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, and backlash and things that are happening right now, you know, people being silenced, and if you don't think like me, you can't talk, that kind of crap. It's really freaking scary. Hopefully, what the black flag represent.
Hi, I don't know if someone's responding or something, but I had some local problems. I could not hear anybody.
Yes, KC2CKO. The question is, what does that flag supposed to represent?
Oh, it's the Blue Lives Matter flag. I think. Yeah, the black and white flag looks like United States, and there's a blue line across it.
What about the black flag of anarchy?
Wait, what?
Anarchy. That was what the black flag represented.
I preferred the one with Henry Rollins.
That's good stuff.
See them guys keep killing themselves, McCready and the other dude.
Wait, what?
Chris Cornell and that other guy, man, these guys keep offing themselves.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know. It's probably a rough life. I don't know.
So when I was working in the clubs and everything, it's pretty rough. And then you see the guys that have really made it, like Chris Cornell. It's like, geez, you know, it's rough to see that.
Offing themselves.
Yes, it's called taking a piece of rope or something and hanging yourself. Yes, and the two guys did the same thing.
This is unacceptable.
I didn't see that. What was that about, Dave?
You have to look it up on the internet. If you ever want to hear the baddest piece of music ever recorded, it's M-A-C-C, M period A period C period C period. And it's a Hendrix tune. It's actually on a 1993 album. These guys got it so perfect, and it's better than the original. The only time anybody remade anything by Hendrix better than the original. It totally kicks ass. They got the Univibe, they got the AC ripple going on. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. Never, I remember the original song, yeah. Check it out.
Dave, you ever hear the tribute album called Nativity in Black? Sabbath tribute album. They had Godspeed, which was a band from down your way, with Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden singing the, I think Black Sabbath was the song that they covered, with Bruce Dickinson singing in front of Godspeed. A lot of really cool remakes. Nativity in Black.
No, I missed that one. I have to put a note aside to check it out. My big speakers.
Yeah, you need a pair of big speakers, man. Dave's got big speakers, like stuff from like a, like a nightclub size speakers hanging there. It's pretty sick. Junkie but loud. Hey, how's the SNR? I've kind of I'm coming up slowly. I'm clicking the mouse. Just want to make sure everything's working.
Yeah,
And a Bose wave cannon.
Online in a group that did little but complain about crap, I would definitely post.
Oh, well, that's not.
Went from a minus 58 to a minus 45 is what I saw up here.
N dot, A dot, C dot, C dot?
M, as in McCready. When you hear this, Kenny, it's an acquired taste, like any Hendrix tune, but crank it, man. The kids will look at you funny. They'll look at you sideways like a dog that doesn't understand.
The funny thing about it, my kids will not. They will listen to it.
Well, you're not trying hard enough.
There is hope.
If you don't find it, I'll send you a linky.
I found it. Temple of the Dog.
That's it. It's got several different titles and artists, but that's it.
I will listen to it, but not on my speakers on my on my computer. So I will save that one, and I will remember.
Yeah, the Univibe. If you ever listen to the Hendrix set at Woodstock, he's got like a Univibe turned on the whole time. And another guitarist who you don't know about who's on stage. And what is it? Manfred Mann, Brandon Wright, the solo in that. They're using the Univibe. That thing is an interesting bit of distortion.
The thing I found is that anything that you don't like is distortion.
I really do like distortion, Clark, but I am a big fan of distortion giving you results. So the distortion is worth it because it's not the original. Sometimes you don't want the original.
I'm a fan of the Mutron biphase. AKA Billy Corgan's guitar on Siamese Dream.
Well, anyway, there's no contest on this frequency right now.
Hello to the North Carolina QSO party.
I was reading about, what was I reading about there? It was about the, Frampton used it, the mouth, the thing with the mouth.
Yeah, the talk box.
Yeah, and they were debating on who was really the guy who invented it, but obviously it wasn't Frampton. But then they got into distortion and the types of distortion, and they got into a really lengthy discussion about distortion in music. I thought it was really interesting.
Bob Heil, I think, was invented it anyway.
Yeah, they credit, some people, including Bob Heil, credit Bob Heil for that. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, it's debatable too. I don't know personally. It's kind of what you watch on whatever on YouTube, but it was interesting. I had Frampton on there. He was talking about it.
All I know is that thing, if you use it long enough, it'll make all your hair fall out. I mean, look at Frampton.
Really?
I remember 8th grade, all the girls were like, Peter Frampton, you don't look like Peter Frampton. No, I'm not interested in you. Well, now the worm has turned.
The worm has turned.
It's a gear thing, Clark.
Worm gear.
Your gender has to be mayonnaise.
Do the worm!
All this metal is reminding me, if I ever get a chance to put a shop building in, I'm going to hang at least 15 and 2-inch line arrays with folded horn 18-inch or maybe servo woofers, and have myself a club load system I can sit and listen to. KC2RGW.
Your ears and crank it.
I got a pair of 12-inch subs here in the living room and some really nice bookshelf speakers. The subs are like just loafing, but it's like really full range, and I've got a very wide stereo field from where the speakers are placed. It's kind of far field listening that I do over here. It's nice. It fills the room out a little. It's pretty sweet when you're like playing games and crap. I don't know. Got like kabooms from grenades and crap. Incoming.
KG2IR.
Play some Halo on that baby.
Chance in the house to myself to really turn my main system up, but the problem is it knocks things off the shelf in the house if I really turn the main system. It's got a 300 watt MOSFET, 15-inch, and a sonotube enclosure, and it'll shake everything off the shelves, knock books loose, so I don't do it very often. Hey, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Dave. Hi, everybody. I guess you could hear me?
Yeah, you're there. You're here too.
Well, I'm not there if I'm here.
Can you travel at 30 million meters per second?
We're all here because we're not all there.
Well, that's the key. Anyway, good evening. Figured I'd get on and say hello. Haven't been playing a lot of radio. Guys, all you guys are sounding great tonight. Signal conditions are good. They were terrible this morning. Anyway, what's going on?
Did you hear the rumor, Nick, about that B-17 crash?
No. Recently? Are you kidding me? Mixed with, I guess they're using 100 octane low lead in those double radials. Somebody added Jet A to it?
Is this Bradley?
Man, that baby must have been smoking.
Man, that's worse than UPS used to do.
Ted, which one?
Diesel.
It's worse. It detonates and it trashes the cylinders of the engine, doesn't move as long.
Was this the Collings Foundation B-17?
Stay firm.
What's wrong with people?
That's a yes.
Well, I don't know. The fuel tanks are placarded.
Will he stop at Wawa?
It's just a rumor.
Might as well put gear oil in there.
Pretty much.
It's what
Anyway, Nick, good to hear you on. You're coming in fine business OM.
Yeah, a couple of doubles there. Yeah, you are also, Dave. Good to hear you. It's been a while. Holy mackerel. I thought I heard YKX in here, too. Of course, I hear you, Clark, very well. Hopefully the band will stay stay like this. I'm just reading here. NTSB opened to public hundreds of pages of document generated. Oh, this is the October 2019 crash of the Collins Foundation B-17 that killed 7 people. Yet to determine proper factual docket. I'm just reading and not making any sense here, but that's the only B-17 crash I see about here. Let's see. Public docket. Runway 6 at Bradley. I don't know. I didn't hear anybody about putting Jet A in a piston-driven bomber. Is this reference to the Bradley crash? Wow. Well, I guess anything's possible. And they don't have SPR, though. No, I don't think they have single-point refueling. They got left wing, right wing, and I think a couple other tanks. So, you know, it's involved to put fuel in that thing. It's not just a casual thing.
Well, it depends on how much gas they had in the tanks when they dumped the jet in.
Wow, it certainly would. Well, yeah, you're right. It depends on how much 100 octane was in there and how much Jet A you put in there. But the other way around, you can burn gasoline and jet engines for just, you know, there's certain restrictions and a certain amount of time you can do that and, you know, still safely use the airplane. But the other way around, that doesn't work very well. They're running cold burning fuel situation. Anyway, I'm trying to read and walk and chew gum at the same time. Not happening that great there because the shoals caps were out of tolerance, fouled, and revealed various signs of detonation. Further inspections have revealed problems with the cylinders. Number 4, magneto P-leads from separating magnetos. Someone had attempted to rig the magnetos in place with safety wire. Inspection and testing of engine 4 left magneto revealed that movement of the safety wired lead caused browning to the KCL. Which rendered the magneto lead inoperative. In addition, the right magneto of engine 4 was found unserviceable. Wow. Somebody was practicing Rube Goldberg. Oh, jeez. KG2IR.
Disinformation. Crash disinformation. But that's assuming this rumor is true. And it's I've looked at other crashes, and there's a lot of garbage because there are a lot of special interests, like
between one eye on key.
The blame going to them because it's $1 million lawsuit.
You can't bury that because you're going to find, you know, cylinders that are hardened steel, and I'm sure they recovered all that stuff. They're going to be egg-shaped and have scratches in them, and pistons. You know, those things aren't going to melt in a fire or anything. You'll find the skirts broken off of them and abrasion on that. So if that's what happened, God, that's stupid.
Well, there was a crash in Colombia, and the Boeing 727 has 8 T-368, and mysteriously all 8 fuel pumps disappeared at about the same time that the Boeing engineers that got to the crash scene in Colombia also disappeared. And hey, this is a bomb to the
WB2HJK.
fuel pump overheating had caused 2 previous airplanes to catch fire.
Hi, George.
Boeing and the FBI.
Hi, am I double?
Boeing maybe owned the FBI to that extent.
Uh-huh.
The guy
Hi, George. Long time. KC2
took those fuel pumps.
I guess there's no limit to things that you can bury and minds that you can bend your way, you know? Just when you think that wouldn't happen. Huh. Well.
So airplane investigation is a specialized field, and I was surprised, but my friend did serious research, and that's what he found. Disappeared.
I think they could have favored the vocals a little on that mix.
It's pretty good, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I went in the other room. I cranked it up a little bit. Yeah, it is. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but it sounds good.
It's amazing once you get used to it. You know, you got to listen to it 3 or 4 times, but it hits on all cylinders.
Yeah, they're getting it going there, that's for sure.
You know what I wish they had was, I wish there was a way you could download the tracks to a song, the raw tracks, so that you could just sit and remix it yourself. Man, that would be a hobby for me that I would just lose the rest of my life in, because I can't even tell you how many things I hear where it's like, man, I wish I could just remaster this, remix it down. There's, especially now with the way they just smash all the headroom out of everything, but man, that would be awesome if I get the raw tracks to, you know, classic songs, the whole thing, to be able to just sit and mix it down however I felt like it.
Yeah, agreed, Chris. W2VW.
Yeah, because everybody's got their own ear, you know, so they mix it differently, whatever.
Well, all you need is a 2-inch 24-track tape and a good machine to play it back on.
Oh, the tooling's not the problem, it's the original tracks. How do you get bare tracks of those songs?
Oh, Nick, isn't there a way to do that with like mid-side or something like that?
Karaoke versions.
Say that again.
Isn't there a way to do that with just like mid-side information? Like you put something out of phase, or like, I forget. All that mid-side stuff, like I never really had to do any of it, but I know you can do cool stuff like remove vocals that way.
Yeah, you get 2 vocal tracks, put them out of phase, you'll get, but you still hear stuff. First thing is just to get the 2-inch 24 track or the 2-inch 16 track or a 1-inch 8 track, whatever they did it on, you know, and bring them up through a console. Any console's got multiple line inputs, and you can separate the tracks, because that's usually how they're recorded when they do it, and do overdubs too. Even when they do big sessions, they do all at the same time. I've done a lot of big band recording in 24 track where the whole band was assembled. You just isolate them with gobos and the way you place mics and group parts of the groups, and put everything on separate tracks gives you that tremendous ability to remix everything, because, you know, that's the way you get the finished product.
Well, he's saying like he's already got a mixed down 2-channel, you know, mix of everything, and he wants to get it. Or maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know.
Well, obviously with equalization, you can bring certain instruments out and enhance them or not, but it depends on the material, depends on how the thing is mixed, how many instruments and voices are in there. There's certain things you can do, which is what good mastering engineers do when they take the 2-track and make a digital data cartridge or an analog mastering, whatever, you know, for a 2-channel release. But you just can't separate all the tracks. But you can do a lot with equalization and phase shifting and doing things like that. It's very specific to the, you know, the original 2-track tape that you're playing with. Most times, and I really shouldn't say this, but I'll say it anyway. Most times, the 2-track mixes will put the voices down the center, which means if you invert the phase of one side, you technically could get rid of the voice, but you also will do a lot of changes to the instrumentation that's been spread across the stereo image, you know. So it's a crapshoot at best.
I guess the chat here is saying that you can do it with AI now.
All right. I give up. What's AI?
Artificial intelligence. They they use it's actually pretty common now. Like I was using it before. Like I had a webcam up on my stream there, and I do background removal with AI, and it knows like what's human and what's not. Stuff like that. They do these things, deep fakes now, where they can take someone's face and put it on another face, and it looks very, very realistic. And just crap like that. So they do it with AI. They have pretty, I don't know, like all these new GPUs and stuff they come out with have enough processing power that they can like do this crap. So like there's a lot of consumer AI based processing for all kinds of stuff, like noise removal. I have it here. It's called well, whatever. It came with my graphics card actually, and it works really well. I was like banging on the table with hammers and stuff while I was talking, and you couldn't hear any of it, and you couldn't hear a lot of artifacts, and it was actually good. So that kind of stuff. Lots of ones and zeros. W2BTK.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of techniques out there that you can do stuff like that with artificial intelligence and digital processing, way beyond my pay grade. I go back to when you had music sourced. I mean, there was a lot of controversy when we used to do a lot of multi-track work and do it, break it up into different tracks and then remix it. Oh, well, it isn't the same way, it was recorded and blah, 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 But a lot of creativity, but, still, it was individual, however you divided up the the tracks when you recorded it. Like drum tracks, it's not uncommon to use 5 or 6 tracks just to record drums, left side, right side, kick drum, cymbals, if you got something over a ride cymbal, stereo field, put 2 microphones above the drums just to get the stereo sound, and very complicated multi-channel recording back then. Did all this stuff. Of course, when you had 24, then they had 48-track digital, and then you could bolt these things together with time code synchronizers and 48, 96 tracks. Done some big multi-track recording. Do you really need it? A lot of people argue that, but once you have those individual tracks, you can get really creative. But this is all in the eventual analog domain, even if it's digital recorded and digital playback. Eventually, you're listening to it, making decisions on a console, and even with automatic mixing, where you can build on a mix. So one section, when you got that done, go to the next section, and it plays back the other section with your moves, both in channel select and level, and then of course even equalization, depending on how complex the console is. But those are the methods from back then. I think there's a lot of people are going back to that too. They want to get involved in analog resources of tape. So, like LPs, there's a lot of resurgence in finding good multi-track analog machines. And of course, if you're getting old, archived multi-track tapes, the problem is to get them to the tapes to play, because of the later back coatings was causing these things to stick, and you had to bake them in an oven at 30 degrees for 14 hours, just to get the thing to play. There's all kinds of goings on, but a lot of people want to go back to the analog individual tracks and make their version of the mix. Long ago and far away, KG2IR.
KC2 RG2
W2 very weak.
Much louder now. What did you do?
I got the old Faraday cage radio set working at the Newton Portable.
Wow. Where are you broadcasting from, since you're not at the old QTH? I guess that's gone, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I turned the key in yesterday.
Now, what's going on? Are they going to tear that hangar down, or are they just, there's new owners? Can you divulge any of what's happened?
New tenant working on a classified project.
Oh, so you had to leave the premises. Oh, my goodness. Didn't you let them know how much you can contribute to that whole whatever they're doing?
I'm not into contributing, guy. Oh, look at that. I don't know what's going on.
Tell them you're a Yale graduate.
No,
I didn't get on the ID train before. W2BTK.
Well, I don't have anything to say, which means this is a pointless ID, but I just turned it into a transmission, N1BCG.
We have proof now that you ID'd in a single transmission for no other purpose than identification. Thank you, Clark.
No, I complained about it, which meant there was content other than just the ID. So it's legit.
Clark, you are legit. I mean, what is more legit than Clark out here on the Big 8-5, you know, chatting with his peeps, this and that? That's legit. That, like, what is more legit than that?
It's called the N1BCG experience.
He's too legit to quit, some might say.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Now you sound like Bob.
He wasn't wide enough. What?
Well, it's fine business hearing you on, Nick, with no sun coming through the windows. Yes, it's a bad neighborhood at night, but you have your friends.
Ain't that so? It's good to know you got friends. Especially in this dark past year or so of not being able to assemble with friends. But hopefully that'll be all over soon. Sounding good. Everybody's sounding great. I don't even know why I get on. I usually don't get on at night. But I heard some really great voices and great signal strength, and I just couldn't refuse.
I'm glad you did, Nick. Always great hearing you on the air here. Yeah, when you go through a bad neighborhood with your friends at night, you know, sometimes they have firearms. But here we've got iMac.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, that be the case, that you got to watch yourself at night. You know, when you're in the part of the neighborhood, although we're not in that part of the neighborhood, I don't think, I mean, any of us here, that's on the radio tonight, where you have to worry about going out at night. But, you know, as long as you got your side eye on your hip, you can go anywhere. It's a good thing. It's nice to hear good audio, good signal strength, and good people on the air. Let's get a cup of the red stuff. A glass of the red stuff. I can't even talk anymore.
Here. Well, you started Chipper coming in here like 45 over guest 9. That's fun. I'm running the K3 ZRF FT1000D, as in who would ever want to own one of these, into my homebrew AM amplifier. So what the heck? Your transmitter is what, 20-something years old now?
Oh yeah, 1997. July of '97. I put it on the air. I started building in January of '97. I got most of the parts assembled around Christmas time in '96. A lot of them came from Jamie and WB2CAU and other places, even from Blumenthal Radio, 1130 on your dial. There was a lot of stuff over in the Meadowlands they were getting rid of, and that's how I got it's about the same time I got this Optimod 9000. Been running that about the same amount of time. I was already old when I got it. On this 9000B, I guess it is, revision B. So that's what you're listening to for the last 20 some odd years. Holy mackerel, 23 years? Where did the time go? Yep, same machine. Oh, somebody's at the front door. It's the ring-a-ling-ding-a-ling. I don't know if you could hear that. I don't see anybody. It's raining out there. Man, it's raining. Sure beats, I guess we've had about 0.9 inches of rain so far. That would be calculated somewhere around between 10 and 12 inches. Sure beats the snow. And it is washing away. KG2IR.
Yeah, man. I heard the ring come through. Sounds great. Yeah, I still remember that. Gaithersburg, 1998. I was hauling BC 610 parts around and trying to put it back together and get it on the air. And you're like, well, yeah, I got a homebrew transmitter with, what'd you have, 4 250s or whatever it was, 4 400s and AB1 and, you know, your voltage driving them. You're telling me all about it. I'm like, yeah, 1947 QST, 500 watts of audio from class AB1. I remember that. I'm surprised you didn't think I was a total jerk.
No, I was really impressed with 208 into a BC 610 and operating it on the AM Group's station at Gaithersburg, with that thing sitting in the dirt and putting out a whopping signal. A whole bunch of us were there. I think that was that time. I know we assembled a number of times at Gaithersburg. Yeah, that was somewhat embarrassing though, you know. I was so proud of myself after all those years of being a so-called engineer and moving up the ladder where I really didn't have my hands in the making of the soup anymore because you just can't do everything. And I was so glad to get back in a ham radio, and I always wanted to build, back then they called a full gallon. Oh, God. And I never had the stuff to do it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to design and build a big AM transmitter, because all these guys are on AM. And sure enough, I did it. It's always been 400s, which is, the 250 is the same too, just less dissipation. Yeah, I was very proud of myself designing it, and, being an old audio engineer. Usually drive around Class AB1, as far as a strategy of designing power amplifiers. And I did something unique. I'm bragging about the fact that I ran this thing in AB1, all high impedance, voltage driven, using 6V6s, believe it or not, with a 110K plate load. driving 400s with a standard no gain phase splitter, 7247, tube designed for hi-fi. One half of it's medium mute and the other half is high mute, twin triodes. I took half of a 12AX7 and half of a 12AU7 and put it in a bottle and called it the 7247, and I designed a number of amplifiers with that back in the day. I'm going to do the same thing, That's the way I designed it. And I'm bragging about this AB1 power amplifier, and and then you tell me, yeah, that's been done before. In fact, you know what? I remember you telling me, saying, oh, that's the way, was it the 20V? Which one was a 20V where they used 400s? And they used the AB1 in the modulator, and they didn't use 6V6s. Possessed me to do that. I guess I was looking at the curves and said, wow, that's a long linear operator. Anyway, I think they used remote cutoff pentodes, 6SJ7s, a pair of those, and they had balanced audio from the front to the back till they reached the 400s. But that was all operated. I didn't know that, so you reinvented the wheel, and you told me so, and you were going to find the article, and I don't know if you ever did, because I don't remember reading it. I'd love to read that and see that. Anyway, boy, that's long ago and far away. That would be, not about 1997, 1996 or so. Boy, that was a great place to have a ham fest. A lot of good people. You did a great job with that 610. Is there any of it left?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. W2 very weak. Yeah, Jeff, W2NBC has that transmitter now, and It got flooded and wrecked, and he re-reified it, whatever you have to do after it gets flooded, and you see 833s floating in all the water. He told me 833s float when you get flooded. Just imagine that. Imagine living somewhere and somebody makes a mistake. And, you know, he wasn't in a low-lying area either. Yep, that thing is still out there. It's been changed around, but, yeah. Yeah, good fun. Yeah, I remember, you know, the encyclopedic memory machine worked very well back then. And I think I told you I think it was April of 1947. I don't remember now. That's a long time. That's a lifetime ago, man. We've got people that have grown up, and they've got high degrees and stuff since then, and people who have died, and people who have moved on and made their fortunes, lost their fortunes. It's kind of fun to have been involved on AM, here on the ham bands all these years, and yeah, a lot of really great people out here. Some not so great, but a lot of really great people. Nick, you're one of them. And I really mean that. Had a lot of fun. Over the years, yeah, that's it. So that's all I have to say.
Well, you're not as strong. There was another station that signed here. Some, I think, RMX, was that the call letters? Yeah, I'm just not reading them. India, November, Echo, I think, something like that. But then I heard Ted come in there. I don't know if you're on a different radio now, but you're not as strong as before. I wonder if it's the band. Yeah, those were the days, my friend, as the song says, or said. I don't know if it's still being played. Anyway, yeah, long ago and far away to hold you. Yeah, I'm hearing a little hum. Let me go in there and check the tuning of this thing. Hang on one second. Sorry to take up airspace. I gotta run over to the transmitter. Those of you who have been here in the shack know what it, where that is in relative on the operating position.
Our technicians are working furiously. Please stand by.
W2 very weak.
W2BTK.
KC2RGW on the top of Goodale Hill.
2 down, the Kia B flat. 1 up, the Kia D. Anyway, it all sounds great. I don't seem to have that at home anymore. KG2IR, occupying valuable airspace here. Great sounds tonight.
Do you have your B-flat mouthpiece?
Well, I played a lot of B-flat instruments that were, you know, to get concert C, which is mostly woodwinds. That's about as close as I got.
I have 440 hertz A burned into my head from playing in orchestras and stuff like that. Right around there.
I used to be able to do a perfect G when I used to tune up my bass. And you know, I came from a spruce top, you know, an upright double bass rather than bass guitar. A lot of people thought I could play guitar because I played bass, but I really couldn't. I mean, I could doodle around, but I really couldn't play guitar. But I could do G, you know. I don't know if I can do it anymore.
I have pretty good pitch from, you know, going through Berkeley. You had to do all the ear training, solfege training, and all that. But, you know, that stuff is interesting. I have like a chart over here, over in the shack over there, of like all the instruments and like the, you know, the 20 to 20 kilohertz audio spectrum, and then it shows you like where all the instruments land on that spectrum. It's a neat graph.
Oh yeah, I've seen that a number of times. When my buddy was the chair of the music production engineering department, he had a lot of training aids like that that were really great. Man, what's going on? Now there's motion in the backyard. What is that, a party out there? It's probably the rain. Oh, it's the wind picking up, moving some pine trees, triggering the camera. on the back shop. That's what it is. But it sounds good. Ring-a-ling-ding. Yeah. K3ZRF, last shop you're using it, Dave, sounds really good. Nice and loud. You're about 40 over. Marcus Clark, you're still in here. You're doing about the same thing from downtown Bridge there. And I know there were others. I think Chris was in here. I don't want to hog this thing, but this is fun playing some evening radio.
Yeah, you're not hogging anything. This is great content. It's all about the content. You can have a big signal, great audio, but content trumps that. Well, Trump, I said Trump. Never mind.
Uh-oh. It's the Trumpster.
The trouble is, Nick, you always get onto some interesting topic, and it turns into talk radio, so you're not interrupting much. KC2RGW.
82, man, I'm hearing stations in there, but I just can't pick them out. There's just so much activity, I guess, because it's evening radio. Well, I was really enjoying you guys talking about hi-fi equipment and subwoofers and bass and all that stuff. You guys started that the other night, and then I heard it again tonight. That's probably what got me out of the woodwork to get on the radio. But everybody sounds really, it's the, what did he say, the big AM sound of the East Coast 75-meter gang. And it's just what it sounds like.
Well, myself, I'm QCing my equipment, and I'm telling myself, no, this is the wrong way to do it. It's really stupid, but continue on. How about it, Clark? There's some kind of contest stuff that somebody's contesting. I'm thinking, yeah, you're a contester, and you want to put your score up against thousands of other guys, so you're going to get close to AM activity and contest. Yeah. Hey, that makes lots of sense. Speaking of not making any sense whatsoever. Yeah, this is fun. This rig, this is the last rig that they've had, new rig, and, Pam wanted to see it being used, so it got sold to Gary INR, and I bought it from him because he went through one of his I'm getting off radio things and all that, goes up, goes down. Anyway, I scooped it up. It still works. Sometimes I have to smack the S meter. Other than that, just a little bit dusty, so thanks for the audio report. Multi-band compression right into the balance modulator, blah, blah, blah. And then we have the final unit, which is interesting. I'll have to send you a video of that, Nick. You might appreciate it. It's all the same stuff that was in Empire. It looks the same, too.
Wow. We had some great times converting 30 Rock over to high def. I miss Dave. He was great. He and Pam. I had him assigned to me on a couple of the projects along with you. And had a lot of fun there. A lot of things you could talk about that you wouldn't talk about on 75. K3ZRF. Sounded always like he had an 807 in his hand and enjoying life.
Yeah, he was something. He never bragged about anything, and he had done a lot of different stuff, and, you didn't know. And he had an attitude, which we all have a bit of an attitude, but his was his was up there. Really bright guy. I recently gave away the Valiant that he had when I first worked him on the air with, when I first got on here big time in the mid-'80s. And it was the Valiant that I believe he built in 1965, so it's still on the air. And hopefully you'll hear it. It's going to be a year or two before it gets put into a really good antenna, but it's on here if you're on at the right time. So that thing's going to live on, and that's pre-Timtron even. Timmy talked to him and Bill DUQ back when Timmy sounded yellowy and piss weak.
somebody with a carrier under you that just can't do it.
You mean they can't do it?
They can't get it done.
If I told you I want to get my contest, I'm contesting.
Clark, are you still in there? N1 BCG? Sounded good before, I guess. What'd you do? Go get dinner? Something?
Hey, Clark. Clark.
We want Clark. We want Clark.
Clark.
Where is now?
I have one of those, by the way. I have a squeaky chair just like that.
Yeah, they're usually a Cole secretary's chair. COLE, you remember that company? And they had those big springs under there, you know, for the gals so they could push that thing back and really relax and sit up really erect and tight. But man, and you know, that's a recording of it there. He did it once and I said, hey Bill, can you do that again? And I recorded it and I made it part. That's a good sound.
It's a piss squeaky chair.
That's great. You know what? I'm going to let you know when I put mine on the air. We used to have a squeak off, you know, a couple times, Bill and I, see whose chair was squeakier. I think he had more experience. And maybe he had better quality wood grain in his. But I thought I held my own.
Yeah, I remember that.
Chairs with the leaf springs under them, they were like a good.
There's a number of guys on the other
100 pounds. Those things.
And it feels good. And that was, you know, no special recording setup. Just picked it right off the air. And I'm glad I did. Boy, those are memories. Anyway, I guess we're hogging the radio here, but it's been fun. I don't usually get on, so I don't mind doing it once in a while. KG2 All right, I got it that time, I believe. KD2 IMX, is that correct?
Kilo Delta 2 India November
Whiskey 2X
Well, you're not that strong in a band. There's a lot of activity on a band. As I guess you said, Dave, there's some kind of contesting going on, and I'm hearing it between the words and cacophony of all the stations on. But it sounds very well. It gets through. It's because you're not strong. It's communication quality. So I am hearing you. I'm here on Long Island, about 40 east of New York City, up on the North Shore, in the town of Huntington. Name here is Nick. So complete the following blank so we know who you are.
It's getting a little bit sloppy out here.
Wow, West Hampton. They're not that far away. They're maybe about 25 nautical miles east of me. But the band is crowded. I'm not hearing you that well. I don't know how much power you're running. But you are being heard. Maybe the other guys are picking you. If anybody else doing a better job of picking KD2INX?
Yeah, they're over here. You know, not a bad signal, but it sounds, audio-wise, it sounds like Dixie cups and a string.
Well, it's more like two strings.
elbow, and I'm pushing 31.
Yeah, well, you're not mean, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to, verify that it's not warbling or anything like that.
No, it's not warbling. Anyway, name is Tim. I'm up here in Skowing and Maine. I've been listening for quite a while. I've been doing other activities other than flapping my yap on the radio. But I've been monitoring, so you guys better watch it. I think it's time for some red stuff.
There you
Hi, Timmy.
20 over here. No, I don't want that. I want this.
We need another missing mode, Timmy.
That's who he is. In Skowhegan, Maine.
Still am, still here. Anyway, I gotta fill my vessel.
Yeah. Good to hear you, Timmy, and IMX, whatever. Hang on a second. I heard a call in there. Let's see if this crap works. W2 extra gonads. Are you there? W2 very weak.
W2 X-ray gonads. I think it's working. 1 2 1 2 1 2. I see me. I see you. I see a whole bunch of people. W2XG. How do I sound?
You're 30 over, just fine, and you sound great. You sound better than you sound in person. Far out, man. That's the W3DUQ, K3 ZRF Valiant from back in the day, folks, if anybody heard that. The air conditions are magically just right, Tommy.
Hey, Dave, W1IA.
Yeah, you got good hang on, Brent. You got some good RF coming in. Wow. Is your line voltage high over there?
The lights are dimming a little bit, yeah.
Folks, this is an attic dipole. 54 feet long dipole. Fed with an efficient antenna coupler. So there you go. Hey, Billy, did you hear that?
Dude, yeah, Tommy's kicking ass over here. He was before, too. He popped on for a couple minutes. 55 dB SNR over here, which is like right in there with like everyone else who usually talks on here. That's crazy. That's great. Great.
I can hear myself in the humidifier, too. It's awesome. Oh, yeah.
Piss weak up here, but I hear 'em.
About 10 over 9 here, and good evening to the dairy air.
Hey, Blaine. I was down talking to Perry and George, and I heard Dave got tired of the buckshot. It was nothing more than just capturing the receiver. It's like, holy cow, that's a fat signal. So, hello, everyone. Timmy, Blaine, Dave, and anyway, I thought I'd join the crowd. Can't, fight the tide, right?
That's right. Did you hear Tommy, W2XG up there, Brent?
W2XG.
Yeah, surprising, amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, do that again so you can make it a valid QSO and put it on LOTW.
What's LOTW?
You know what it is.
LOTW, huh?
Yes, to me, turd log of the world.
What I'm saying is there's a 1965 Valiant 2, and it lives on. Timmy.
Oh, so that's it? That's what I heard?
That's what you're listening to, yes.
What, you or the station with the indoor ant?
Yeah, the station with the inboard ant. It's in his attic. You know, he lives in a really tight neighborhood, blah, 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 but it's just a Valiant. And that's it, man. It's the K3 ZRF Valiant from back in the day, Bubba.
Wow. You know something, the advantage of an indoor ant is nobody knows you're a ham radio operator, and you can get RF into all kinds of things, and people won't know where it's coming from.
That's exactly right. Strap on.
You got it.
Thomas.
Sidebanders showed up only a couple kcs away, but you guys are crushing it.
I don't think put the 600 on, but that's up on 40.
Ain't nothing.
I noticed the band's starting to stretch. Dave, you are big, fat. Blaine's big and fat, and Timmy, you can tell the band is starting to go long.
Blaine's not even on.
Blaine was in here.
Blaine was not in here.
That's how good it is.
Oh, you're playing Memorex again?
You probably think it's me. I think people confuse me with him from time to time.
Tommy, you're hanging in there with some tall ships, man. That's impressive.
That's freaking ridiculous. 54-foot in the attic dipole with a Valiant. Damn, I wish I got out that good.
That's right.
Wow,
On
man.
the other side of my my transmit of my antenna is the the city's electrical system. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Well, sounds good.
Yeah, that's good. Who's the call letters that's got the 54-foot antenna? Sounded great here on Long Island. A good 30 over in the North Shore of Long Island.
Yeah, Whiskey 2 X-Ray Golf here, W2XG.
Well, as the evening rolls on, you're getting louder here.
Yeah, same to you. You can finally hear you off the SDR.
Okay, no longer need a crutch for my signal to walk into your receiver.
Yeah, Tim's new to AM. KC2RGW.
Yeah, right. Is it down in Ocean, New Jersey? Is that where you're transmitting from?
Over.
Over where?
This space for rent.
There's Clark. Nice.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing, Tom. I hope you piss off your neighbors that don't want you to have an outside antenna.
Yeah, well, my neighbor is a town councilman, so that's got to count for something. But he's seen me set up all kinds of wacky shit, and he's like, okay, just keep me out of it. And I said, all right, just be on my side when I get a ticket in town. Yeah, I'm QTH's Rutherford. I'm about 2 miles away from Giant Stadium over here.
Well, you're about 10 to 15 over on the attic antenna.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. How the magic of radio. How you doing, Brent? You got a good signal in here as usual. 20 over. And I think I got it right. W2XD. X-ray Delta. Do I have that correct? But anyway, you have a good 20 over here from Rutherford.
Good, yeah, X-Ray Golf. W2 X-Ray Golf.
Clark, did you catch what the antenna Tommy's using?
WE rig, so it's all done. Enough of that said.
What, Billy?
Oh, I was asking Clark if he was listening, if he knew, if he caught the antenna system that you've got.
Can you get any louder, Billy? 40 to 50 over.
Yes, but I don't think it's necessary.
Oh, it's always necessary.
I could perhaps improve my SNR a little bit, but dude, I'm very comfortable right now in my chair, and that involves getting up.
Just teasing you. It's pretty rare to see that needle banging that far over, so. Cool beans. I like full quieting.
Must be conditions.
It's that stupid tube rig that you're using, man. Those things are obsolete. You should really junk that crap.
I thought it was his J-pole.
Yeah, no, it's my what do you call that? Buddy pole G5RV, in XY position in front of the Marshall cab, and I get maximum reflect to pump up my backswing, and all that combined, I guess, with the radial tires buried in the ground around the property, and especially the ones that have been baking in the sun for 50 plus years. It all adds up.
It's phased isoloops.
It does. By the way, Brent, I'm going to increase my wavelength in about a half hour if you're still up for that. W2VW.
I will warm it up. We'll see you down there.
Increase your wavelength?
Yeah, going to go down in the WINDOW and do some slop bucket.
Oh, all right. Well, that leaves me out.
Well, I'm sorry, OM, that you don't have a slop bucket rig plugged in there. It's not that hard.
Well, I got two of them. I have the 891 that... that Jeff sent up, and I have a Collins S line, and they're both online, and they're ready to go. I just don't care to operate slot bucket all the time.
Yeah, I understand. And, well, slot bucket can be fun. You know, Timmy, you have to mix it up. It gets a little boring here on the Big 85 every night. 8 nights a week.
Well, that's why I go down on 3705, and that's why I get on 160 and sometimes 40 at nights. Well, when there isn't much going on, one thing I have come to enjoy a bit is 40-meter slot bucket below 7,200 in the daytime.
Yeah, I know nothing of that. I have listened, though. There's some friends of mine locally that hang out on 7213, I think. And I just listen to them. I don't want to play along. I just listen.
All right. Now, then here at night, in the wee hours of the morning when I can't sleep and I wake up, I come out here, sit my ass down, and put the little rice box on and tune around, and there's various nests of slot bucketeers, because nobody gets on AM at night anymore. Not like it was. And a lot of the conversations are pretty brain dead. So I don't feel I have anything to add, nor do I want to get involved.
Yeah, that's a shame about 7160. You know, it was an AM watering hole, and it got taken over by some fake DX net. What crap. I think we need to get 100 different AMers on there and pick a day of the week, and it's like, okay, we're all going to get on this day of the week, and if you don't like it, then lump it.
Didn't 155 turn into the 40-meter sewer?
Well, yep.
Whee! The sound of COVID.
Jesus.
Roll another one.
A little bit of a kick to it. Yeah. The Junction 600 is parked on 40 meters at the moment because I got pissed off at some douchebag that started corming myself and Budley.
Hey, speaking of, have you heard from him lately? He is not on 75 at all.
Yeah, I talked to him today on farty phone. I was bellowing out CQ farty phone. Well, actually, he gave me a call a little later. I'd been on down, where was I? 7290. And he's doing all right. And he's going to be undergoing a knee operation, I believe, in April. So after that, he's going to be laid up for a while, so he'll probably be playing a lot of radio.
Yeah, all right. I'll have to give him a call. I haven't heard the Budster in quite a while.
Oh, yeah, well, he's doing all right. He's playing around with that Farholer 572B homebrew linear of his.
He's around a lot, Brent. He's been on the air a whole lot.
I just must not catch him, Dave. I wonder, on 40, I got to get the antenna back up for 40, but if he's on 75, I'll have to look for him.
Can't you use your 75 antenna on 40? You know, all you need is a conjugate match, OM.
And some...
the driven array stays on 75. I got another antenna that the wind took down, so I got a lot of antenna work to do. I'm stuck here mono-banding it.
Hey, you're no fun.
I know.
I use the same piece of crap wire on every band, and I get out poorly everywhere I go, and I'm happy.
Yeah, but you do it with brute force.
All I got is a pair of 6L6s here and push-pull.
You're full of dog squeezins.
People can fly to the moon.
Yeah.
You haven't heard that one before?
The band's going long, Tron. Yeah, when I'm looking at, 40 over here, a pair of 6L6 is my ass.
Yeah, you're more than 50 over here. There's something wrong with you. W2 very weak.
What do you got? W1A.
WA1H.
Microphone.
W2BTK.
It's Chris Vader.
Whiskey 2 extra gonads.
You're still in there too, Tommy. 30 over.
I know.
Man, that thing does sound pretty good.
I know. I've done a whole workaround on it.
Which modulator are you using?
Modulator in that thing.
I'm using the one with no brand on it.
A no-name modulator.
That's a thing that came from Dave's place. I don't know what the hell it is. I can't tell you. All I know is it was built in the 70s and it's really heavy.
Well, what's it got in it?
It's transistors.
Oh, solid state.
There's no ICs though. You know, Dave was the first guy to tell me you can't use ICs because of the inverse feedback. It creates a transient interharmonic blah blah distortion with all that feedback. Don't ever use an op amp in an audio chain.
Oh, that's a type of distortion named after little old me.
That's right. That's Timmy distortion. But the Tim distortion paper, if Nick is still on here, dealt with high power crap. But Dave is the guy who told me don't ever use an op amp at low level because they use inverse feedback to control the gain, and it's the wrong way to do it. You've got to throttle the gain in the forward direction.
Yeah, I've noticed that about that kind of thing. You know, like these cheap-ass mixing boards at every input. Stand by. Active balanced. And you've got a terminating resistor, like a couple hundred ohms or what have you.
See what you started?
Resistor around either side, being that it's active.
This is real radio.
And
all you did was kickstart him, Dave.
If you want to go line level in,
some turtlet with a tuner up or down a few kc.
Pull a couple of resistors, and that goes through the roof and lines up the gain, and I never liked that system at all.
Yep. You know, I've heard that description from Dave only after prying it out of him. Then I got that smile that he has, you know, like, here you go, this is it. If you don't buy this, then you're an idiot.
Yep. Well, it's like the two-channel, 3-input per pot board I built out of odds and ends up in the bus that's for the FM low power station.
Yeah, the cheesy stuff, they're all knockoffs. They don't know how they perform. They don't know how to test them. Just making them cheaper and cheaper. Hey, Nick, are you still there?
Yeah, but I'm on the other side of the rack.
Huh? What?
Get the hell out of there. It's late.
And hi, Nick. Good to hear you on at night.
It's Nick at night.
Yeah, you sounded great here, Tim. It's a pleasure hearing you. Good 20 or 30 over. Yeah, I'm still here listening. I gotta get out of here because I know Caddy's got dinner brewing. She made homemade chili and also made homemade beef stew. I wonder which one we're getting tonight. I'm getting hungry just talking about it. I'll see you guys, or as we say on Long Island, Long Gallon, I'll see you guys later. KG2IR, good night.
Good night, Nick.
See you later, Nick.
Say hi to Caddy, and we'll talk soon, somewhere. Have a great night.
Have the fine.
Hey, just an observation, Dave. I gotta listen to you and sync the text. You bang the audio so hard that I can't decode it cleanly on straight AM.
Have a good night, Nick. It's good to hear you in the evening. It's nice to hear a big crowd. RGW.
Yeah, you're up there now, Chris. You were kind of piss weak as the band was not knowing what it was going to do, and apparently you're riding the crest of a new wave now.
Yeah, I'm about 230 or so carriers, so that's good enough. Yeah, maybe the band's not out. Been able to hear you the whole time.
All right. Well, I'm just hanging out here for a little while. My wife is making some foodage up, and me, I've been doing a number of things here. Basically, you can't really call it bench racing, although it is, where you take various and subject them to a number of tests with an audio oscillator, seriesing up the primaries, putting AC to them, try and get a good idea as to the amount of inductance versus the core mass, and yada, 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 as far as what purpose they'd be most useful in serving.
Very, very quiet.
It's the library, Nat. Be quiet.
So, Brent, yes, it's true. Destructive QSB is going to knock my audio to crap. That's true, but I'm not changing it.
Dude, it works. Like, it's not that bad. I mean, you've sounded a little bit cleaner before without all that QSB, but I mean, dude, it's effective. If you're trying to be effective, you did it. It's nice, you know? I'm fine with it.
So if you got a bulldozer and you're trying to, like, cut a channel through some dirt, some shale, some rocks and stones and mud and crap, you're going to get that little bit on the edge, you know, of stuff that kind of rolls around. And when you go down the middle, it's not going to be perfect because your blade is going to bobble up and down a little bit in the middle. But you're just trying to get home. You know, it's all about Friday. You're working for the weekend, and you got your bulldozer going.
Okay. I like that analogy, Dave. Well, it's very effective. And I just throw on the sink and it all cleans up just fine.
Holy crap, you're right there at like 58/9, Brent. This is like the optimum time and conditions here, right now, this minute.
I know. You are, I say I know, but you are about the same 50 over. You know, sometimes Perry gets on, he's the right distance away, and the band is in the right condition. It just blows my mind when I see the conditions or the signals are that loud.
You're louder than the guy in my neighborhood.
When will then be now?
You know, if you talk any better about each other...
No, we're not doing that, Clark. There's no BS here. This is honesty, okay? I don't go throwing compliments around unless they're really deserved, Clark.
You're dispensing them like Pez, Dave. This is like bromance on steroids.
That's jealousy rear ends,
which happens once every 5 years. I really mean it.
He's actually ripping on Mikey. You know, if you listen closely, he was kind of ripping on Mikey a little bit.
But Mikey likes it.
You don't ever hear me giving out a compliment to anybody.
Tommy sounds good tonight. I think he might be fading out a little bit. I heard him in there. Not quite as strong as he was before. What, Tommy, are you still there?
B2XT, I am always here. Someone is always
Let me see if I can make the leap into hyperspace.
Yeah, you're always there. And you really are there.
He's looking for that wormhole.
I can't believe that. 54-foot doublet in an attic gets out like that. That's ridiculous.
What is...
Holy crap, Connor, what did you do?
JC2 RGW.
You signing out, Chris?
Holy cow, that's broken.
The band sounds like when I get
All right, good to hear you, Chris. 7-3. Always nice hearing you on W2 Very Weak.
You see it, Chris.
Hope that's under warranty.
I'm curious, am I doing all right?
Casey George.
I hear you, Timmy.
All right, this is WA1H and Yellow.
Henry Yellar.
I figured since it's getting in the evening, the angle of the dangle is dropping, I switched to the wire array. I don't know if I'm doing any better than
Hell yeah, came up about
Timmy.
10 dB.
And I got the 10-minute warning here. Time to decouple like a train here. Ooh, back. And we're still cooking with fart gas here at Henry Yellar Radio.
How much snow do you have up there, Timmy?
God. I would say 8, maybe 10, depending on where you stand. But it was up in the 5s a good part of the day, and it's been slowly compacting and melting away.
Roger. Oh, man. You know, a lot of people this year got way more precip than they're used to. And I have family and friends that got buried, and they're spending like a third of their free time just digging the hell out.
Yeah, I know what that's like. A few years ago, the winters were like that the paths that I had to shovel to get to the Hulk trailer and the shop trailer, you know, you'd pile it up on either side, and, you know, it was about 5 or 6 feet high.
Man, I haven't had to deal with that kind of crap for years. That's great. I am so glad I live where I live.
Hey, he lives in Jersey.
Yeah, but I live at the shore, in the Jersey Shore. Here's what happened. It was a good secret. 25 years ago, it was a great secret. You moved down here, you could get an express bus up to Manhattan. Nobody knew about it. It was a big secret. But now, everybody from Staten Island has moved the hell down here, and they can't drive worth a crap, and they're all on the parkway. They're cutting each other off. They don't know how to drive. They don't care about anybody. Nobody's safety is important. They just cut you off like you weren't there because that's how it works. And then the Jersey Shore TV show, a freaking stupid TV show with a bunch of caffones doing stupid caffone crap. Yeah, pseudo-Italians. They're not even real Italians. Real Italians aren't that dumb. But for TV, they were. They effed it all up. Timmy.
They were all of them Italians.
I don't watch that show. Useless as tits on a bull. True brain rot TV.
I was on
I'm looking at your
the boardwalk one time and got surrounded by these jackasses when they were doing a shot for TV. And I have to tell you, it was instant stupidity in every direction.
Oh, so you saw it firsthand.
Yes, I did. I've seen a lot of stupid, Timmy, over the years, and I try not to project it forward. I try to filter it. When I get back out there with the general public, I try not to be as stupid, but sometimes I have to be stupid. I can't help it. I apologize. W2VW.
WA1H. Just hanging.
Living where I live here, it's you see quite a bit.
W1IA.
Tourists always they're always quite interesting. They're always quite fun. I don't go to the beach for the sun. I go to the beach to watch the tourists. W4IPC.
I go to the beach to watch the boobies.
I used to go to the beach when I was a whole lot younger, because I grew up on the coast when I was in my teens and through my early 20s, and man, I used to just love to check out the young ladies in my age bracket.
Hello, headlights, what you knowin'? Come to watch the Bristols glowin'.
And you just be laying on the beach face down, you know, so Lieutenant comes by and you start grinding your unit into the hot sand.
They're poking your way to Chinatron. Oh, Mr. Woody wants to come out and play.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you one-landers anyway?
You're too much tonight, Dave.
I'm too much every night, but I just don't project it normally.
Put the receiver on mute or something here. I feel like I'm barging in on something.
Y'all need a haircut.
That's what's wrong with you.
Calling the lewd and lascivious net. Boobies, check in, please.
W2 extra gonads.
W2 very weak.
Extra gonads?
That's right.
10 minutes before the top of the hour.
And W2BTK.
W4IPC.
KBHS.
I see you.
I see you. How's the audio, Billy? And how's the signal? I'm only running 70 watts.
K1QAR.
I hear QAR in there, and Connor, your 70 watts is doing just fine over here. Are you still piping your audio through Audacity?
Yes, well, not Audacity. I'm piping it through Voice Meter. So I have my gate, my noise gate, my compressor, and whatever this is. I don't know what this is, but it does something. I don't know what that is, but W4IPC.
I need one of those.
Word up. Yeah, dude, 70 watts? Killing it. Killing it. That's great. I'd love to hear that with, like, 300 watts. That'd be sick.
You know?
Billy's got the Harris on.
I got him over here.
I do. I have the hair ass on, and I'm making, like, 45 watts with it.
It's military RF right there.
Zeros.
How the hell you beat that? That's military quality. Damn. As hard as I try, I do not have military quality.
Military quality is great. This thing rules, but, I'm just using it as a driver, so it's turned way the F down. Making 45 watts carrier with a pair of 4CX 1500Bs to drive something else. That's great. Headroom, yes. We've got it.
That's so stupid. And really, on amateur radio, that's really what it's all about.
That's being practical on AM is impractical.
Argument on AM Facebook about headroom. Oh man, everybody, I really triggered some people. Glad
Facebook.
And 70 watts. Well, we may be getting something more stout here soon. We shall have
almost as bad as twatter.
There is an Elecraft PK 1.5K amplifier on order, and also a Flex Radio PJXL 2 kW amplifier. So,
store-bought ham.
100 watts. Here we come.
Hang on. There's a Quirmer in there. Can everybody please stand by?
Yeah, right.
You're in the Quirm zone now.
Yeah, not an effective quorum there. I suppose since we have such a good group here, we could grade or critique the quorum as we usually do. I find it pretty fun. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like a C. I'm going with like a C. Maybe a C- for this guy. Not really impressing me too much. Not good creativity, signal strength. So those are my marks. I don't know how you all feel. W2BTK.
Down every with 70 watts. Oh my god! If I'm louder than the quorum and I'm running 70 watts, I mean that's border. I think I would do. I don't know. I think I'd cancel my. Well, if he even has a license, I'd cancel the license if he had a license, and I don't know, get rid of my equipment if I talked over you with 70 watts.
The only thing he can cancel is his subscription to Boys Life.
I couldn't even hear the Cormer. I want to grade the Cormer. I can't hear him. Would you guys shut up for a minute?
All right, Cormer, go.
Cormer, are you there? Sir, please go ahead.
Cormer in there. 3 minutes and counting. 3 minutes and counting.
Earth Cormer, calling Cormer.
The little tiny carrier there, Dave, and just right on dead zero beat is kind of a flea on the proverbial dog's back.
I don't know what the hell. They don't make Cormers like they used to. It's kind of disappointing. All these years at amateur radio, and the Cormers suck anymore.
You want a quorum, you load up a program, you get your little PW transmitter going, and you load up 5 kilohertz wide. You load up 5 kilohertz wide of white noise. That'll teach you.
Farmers need a little blue pill. They're so flaccid.
It's beyond that.
I don't know. Well, there's enough talent out here. We could probably teach them something. It'd be a good deed. Maybe if like they get a proper station and they're crap together, you know, something decent, they'll want to come out here and talk. You know, they'll have a reason to do something else or whatever. Or we could just like let them be and kind of egg them on a little bit, just to really just keep them off the streets. You know, if they're there corming on Sunday night, they're not out in public potentially. I don't know, doing whatever.
Now, between their G5RV and their store-bought radio,
You really want to hear what they have to say?
Hey, Billy. Are you still recording that, man?
Well, I gotta drop out. This WA1H yellow.
Good night, Timmy. Fine business, OM. Always great talking with you. Say hello to Marcy, and God bless the Democrat Party. They suck. But I know you guys mean well, and I understand that. And the Republicans suck, too. They all suck. Good night.
Alright. I'll probably be back after supper here in a little while, so you all hanging out, I might just jump back in. This WA1H and LR playing hockey, getting the puck out of here.
Ethan!
Enjoy supper, my soon. Good night, Tim Tron from W4IP.
Yeah, we'll see you later there, Timmy.
Hey, Billy, are you still running your 2 amplifiers? You're freaking 30 over. It's great.
Yeah, I've got both on right now. It should be decent SNR.
Everyone is going away.
oh, so far I haven't seen that here, Tim.
I know. But you
And the
sound
signals are still stable.
Dave is still louder than you, which is strange. It probably is the band. But you sound great. Everybody sounds great. I didn't even know we were getting QRM.
You sound great, and you sound great, and you sound great. Everybody sounds great.
Roger, you know, we sound so good, we should go on AM Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Well, AM Facebook kind of sucks. AM Facebook sucks, AM Facebook sucks, AM Facebook sucks. Yeah, Dave, you hear that? You're strapping me.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not strapping you any place.
Oh, you're strapping him here, but that's just the band. AM Facebook does suck. I made one measly comment on there. One measly comment on there, and I tell you, I got attacked by a horde of bears. Over.
Connor, I apologize for all the old dumb people who might resist what you're up to. You may not have been around forever, but you've got the best of intentions, you're really smart, and you're the future of ham radio. You're going to live longer than all of us. So I'm sorry, and please have the wherewithal to keep on keeping on. Yeah.
This puck is dying, though.
Somewhere, Dave, I might find the strength. I might somewhere, somehow find the strength to continue after being degraded in a Facebook comment section. You know, it's going to take some courage, but I might do it.
So, Connor, how did you trigger them?
Oh, I'm having too much fun here. I'm going to explode like an old capacitor.
Hello, Dave.
Yeah.
So, Connor, what did you do to trigger them?
It was a thread started about the legal AM power and about how, I don't know. All I did was say that all these people that run 1 billion watts into these crappy antennas, you know, they run a G5 RV at 10 feet, and then, you know, they're 40 over S9, but then I call in with a dipole at 100 feet and 70 watts, and I get called PW. It's not that I'm PW, it's that you can't hear crap.
That's right, N1 BCG.
That sounds par for the course.
Wow, that was a signal. But yeah, that started about a 20 comment thread. Anyway, W4IPC in the Catskill Mountains.
Folks, I'm going to sign off, go increase my wavelength, get it on another mode, and have some fun. So, it's been really great transmitting here from Beechwood Mountain. We'll see you next time from Puerto Rico. This is W2 Very Weak, signing off on YAM. W2 Very Weak.
73, Dave. We'll catch you probably maybe later if you're back or tomorrow. And I'm gonna say my set threats here and go down for dinner as well. Enchiladas are on the table and hot. Good evening from W4IPC remote in the Schoharie County of New York.
Alright, see you later, Connor. And hey, Dave. We'll see you later, man. We'll see you later. Been a pleasure talking to you this Sunday. So, until next time, man. Until next time. W2VW. He's out there. I might come join you if I can get my slot bucket crap working, but if I don't get that together, we'll talk to you next time. W2BTK.
Tommy, Billy, thank you. Peace, love, and happiness. There's hope for the race. And the human race, that is. Not race, human race. Talk to you all later. Peace, love, and happiness. W2 Very Weak.
Oh, I think you got it.
Anyone else leaving?
Clark. Goodbye, Clark.
See you in the future, if not in the pasture, Dave.
Sometimes drink. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Kilo Mike 4 X-ray golf.
Eek. X-ray golf, good evening, but there is way too much audio on that carrier.
Okay, yeah, let's see if I can do something about that. Does that sound any better?
Absolutely.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, don't really know what I'm doing here. But you guys sound great. Kilo Mike 4 X-ray golf. Name is Jim. I'm in Northern Virginia.
Well, Jim,
W1IA, you sound great.
In here to southern Connecticut, you've got Clark in 1 BCG, and I'm curious what you're running because you're about 99% of the way there of sounding truly incredible. So it wouldn't take much more to reach the pinnacle.
Oh, wow. Okay, that really surprises me. I've been working with this thing for a while, trying to get it to generate a nice tone on AM, and I just have no clue what I'm doing, as I said.
Hey, Jim, Brent, W1IA.
To close
Yeah, we got a beautiful signal up here in New Hampshire.
What is it? What are you running?
I'm sorry, there was someone else in there doubling with you. I think another two. But, yeah, this is a IC 765 and an AL 811 with 572s. Probably getting about 400 watts peak out of it right now, and running a slightly modified G5 RV up about 50 feet. So it's pretty vanilla, straightforward, single side slop equipment.
All right. So what's the carrier power when you're driving the amp?
About 100 watts.
Okay, that may be where the problem is, because it's a 100 watt PEP on sideband, the 765, right?
Oh, you mean how much am I driving it with, or how much carrier am I developing after the amplifier?
No, I'm wondering how much carrier power the 765 is generating.
Right now about 10 watts.
Oh, this is why you sound so good. Yep. If you brought the mic down just a tiny bit more, perfect.
Okay. I'm marking this position with a red pencil.
Hello, Jim, W1IA. Nice signal up here in New Hampshire.
But that's, I'm not familiar with the 765. Darn nice rig. I have a 735, not quite up to your specs, but the key thing is just, I guess it's got an ALC meter on it. You have to be mindful of the deflection of that on AM, but it sounds like you are super close, so at this point I wouldn't worry about it.
Try this one more time. Hello, Jim, W1IA, Brenton, New Hampshire. It sounds excellent. Sounds like you're doing the right thing, driving the amp at the right level, and it's almost dialed in 100%.
Okay, I'm glad I got you this time. I'm glad I waited. Yeah, I heard you in there. Say the call again, W1.
Yeah, W1IA. I got about a half a second delay between key ups and key downs, and the latency in the software on the SDR, so it's kind of hard to time it with the quick keyers, but no, excellent job. And Clark is steering you in the right direction.
I can't tell you how happy that makes me. It really does. I just got on the air here after about being off for about 10 years or so. Just put this station together here in the last couple of days, and I've been trying to get her dialed in, and I cut this antenna especially for this part of the band. I was really hoping it would work on AM. You guys sound great. Got a room full of both of you, and the audio sounds really nice. Well, it's just a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And I've got W2 BTK and W1 Italy America. And this is KM4XG in beautiful downtown Herndon, Virginia.
Yeah, great job. Anyway, Jim, yeah, just running. There's an eclectic bunch of different equipment on the air. Everybody's running something similar to generate AM. This is a Class E transmitter with pulse width modulation. And everybody's got something different, but we're all ending up in the same goal, you know?
Yeah, roger that. I don't know if I said my name. I did say my name. Japan, Italy, Mexico. And I'm still lacking the operator skills necessary to keep my pen in front of my eyeballs and jot down things that I hear in a timely fashion. So next time you get around to it, I'll get your names But yeah, I just can't tell you how happy I am to hook up with you fellas. It sounds like conditions are really good. And as I said, I'm in Herndon, Virginia. I'll stand by here for a second. Yo, KM4XG.
Well, Jim, it's Clark here again, and you're about a 25 over S9, and I'm 15 miles northeast of New York City. So that lash up and now the audio setting is working out very well for you.
Yeah. Jim's he's smoking in up over here at Jersey. That's great signal. W2BTK.
You picked the right place to land. There's a lot of talent in here, not me, but as far as technical and otherwise, and making a beautiful signal, so congrats on that.
Yeah, thanks very much. You guys sound terrific too. Yeah, it's really sweet to be on AM phone again. 75 meter AM. I just love it. You know, really missed it a lot. Now, there was another station in there too.
Oh yeah, no, it's W2BTK. I was just saying, hey Jim, you're very strong here in New Jersey.
Yeah, you are too. Good signal. Now I'm confused. I got W2BTK. Is that Clark?
No, Clark's N1BCG over there in Connecticut, and then I'm Billy over here in Jersey, BTK. Billy the Kid. It's easy to remember BTK.
Okay. All right, I'm deconfusing myself as we speak.
I got to bail. W1IA. See you guys in a bit.
All right, man. Catch you later.
Sorry, fellas.
Evening.
Who's that?
QAR.
KD8SMU.
Oh, SMU in there, QAR in there. Everybody's in there.
Yeah, the gang's here. I just hooked up the Kenmore at the portable spot.
Kenmore?
Yeah, my Kenmore 440.
Oh yeah, Kenmore 440. I had one of those for a little while. It belonged to W2 Extra Gonads out there. I don't know if he's signed. He's probably still out there on his Johnson and the attic antenna. He's kicking ass with that thing.
Well, I wish I had extra gonads.
Was that you, Tommy?
It's Lou.
Oh, Louie, what's going on, man? Wow, we got like crazy conditions. There's people all over the country now. Holy crud.
Big Lou! He's on meds too!
I thought I'd get in there and get mine too.
Wow, dude, you're coming in with everybody. Dude, this is great.
Everybody's coming in there, you know. I thought, well, hell, it's a good hold of my good friend, N1BCG, everybody.
And Jim, we do just like break in, you know, so feel free to jump in there whenever you want. You know, we don't really do the round table, you know, so feel free to just get in there.
That's right, absolutely. Yep, get in there where you fit in.
I appreciate that. I kind of like that style.
Think of it as a bunch of friends sitting around having a good time together. You don't get formal and say, okay, now you talk. You just talk when you have something to say.
Roger.
Yeah, we've all got pretty quick transmit systems, except for me. I have a second of audio delay. It's kind of annoying, but, you know, I can hit the foot like this.
I've been laying here for about 4.5 hours enjoying myself listening to you guys.
And I'm streaming it now. I actually put the stream up, so we got this QSO will be on YouTube, and for anyone who cares, I'm live streaming right now. You can see my pan adapter, like my receiver and my little setup here on twitch.com/amateur radio live, or you can just look that up on my QRZ profile if you want to watch.
How should I say? I don't want to watch, I want to play.
Well, you can see like your signal strength here at the shack, and the spectral display and all that crap. If you're interested, it's pretty neat.
I'm always interested. Always interested. But anyway, you're sounding good. The other station, was that a 735 ICOM?
Wait, what?
The other station in Virginia, what radio is he on?
It's a 765.
Oh, a 765. Oh, that sounds sweet.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'm transmitting on a 7700 with a little 7300 microphone.
Oh, everybody's putting big signals on me up here.
Well, you're giving me a big signal yourself.
I think the band's just, Mother Nature's been a little kind to all of us tonight. Seems like to me, anyway.
Yeah, I've been laying here for the last 4 hours in bed, taking it easy and listening to all the guys on K3FEF. And then all of a sudden I looked over at my meter and I said, hey, it's my turn to burn. Have a little fun.
To turn it from 90 to 120%.
Hello, Clark.
Ooh, that's some lightning static, man.
Oh, yeah. Got it here, too. How you been, Billy?
I got about S9 of some kind of transmission noise here.
I say, Billy, how you been?
Oh, not bad, man, not bad. I've been real busy with work, so I've barely been on the radio. Haven't been doing the stream. Oh, posture check. It's busy, but I've been hanging out. I'm running a new exciter here, this experimental SDR crap, and it's working out pretty well, man. I'm having fun with it. And it works, man. This crap works.
You can have fun with an old potato and some toothpicks.
Well, I'm having fun with the fact that the input to my exciter is a Cat6 cable.
I love it.
But yeah, that's it over here. I've got this Harris 110A. Using it as like a pre-driver IPA, if you will. And dude, that thing, it's so cool. It's like general coverage Harris HF amp, 160 or just below 160 up to, I think like the very either 30 or it might go up to 6 meters. I'm not sure. I have to look. But like everywhere in between too, with this cool carousel band switch, and it just like it kicks ass. Finals are a pair of 4.6 1500Bs. I'm using them as a driver right now. They're only making about 45 watts carrier. It's nice. Everything is super high headroom. Even the final, you know. Even if I run the final at full, it's still got tons of headroom, and it's never, you know, it's very linear. Like if I tighten it up, I don't know if you're probably not looking on a spectral display, but it's like Brick Wally. It's nice. W2BTK.
I like Brick Wally, and yes, I see it is very, very Wally. I'm big sad. I'm a little disappointed that my buddy Clark didn't say hello to me.
Clark.
What is going on?
Is that Timmy?
That's it, damn.
Just got done slopping the hog. Just WA.
Oops. Catch me a smoke break here. KM4XG, be right back.
Guys, I want to get out of here as well. And I'm going to turn the band over to Kenny and everybody else. And Billy's going to get 73s and then GTO going to the kitchen to get some meat.
Okay, time for you to slop the hog.
All right, Louie. We'll catch you later, man. You're coming in well tonight. Nice catching you out here, and I guess Jim will be right back. So Timmy, Clark just dipped. He tends to do that, but crap, I haven't been on the radio this long in like a while. I've been operating today.
Really? Yep. So what else have you been doing?
Dude, I've been working. They made me a foreman at work, and it's like it's a whole nother level. I just been doing that. I get home, like I don't even want to do the stuff that I enjoy, like get on the radio. Like I'm just done. Like I just shut off. So I'm getting used to it, you know, getting on the radio more. But man, it's a lot. Like I just came out of my time as an apprentice, and like I'm already foreman. Like it's a big jump, you know. Most people don't do it like that, but that's what I've been doing. Just lots of stuff at work, but you know, and in between I've been kind of getting this like this SDR crap going. Like that's been keeping me going, like something new to do and to try and to fiddle with and stuff. So it's been keeping it going for me.
Oh, seaman. Yes, a foreskin man. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been in the position where I came in as an apprentice and had people working over me except for the general manager. But basically, I've always been kind of head of my own department.
Well, that's kind of the gig I had when I was doing live sound. That's kind of how it was. And like I made the rules. It was me. Like nobody really knew what the hell I was doing, and I just go, you know, it was nice. But yeah, now I have to keep track of a bunch of guys and make sure they're, you know, doing what they should be doing, and make sure they don't run out of, you know, 3/4 EMT couplings or whatever. Like, you know, like it's so much. Anytime I try to do anything during the day, it's like 4 different, hey Billy, you know, you can't get anything done, and it's just being pulled in 1,000 directions all day. Really wears on you, and then, you know, you've got to answer for everything that's going on at the end of that day. Whew. It is what it is, but you know, you're making the bucks, so you suck it up.
Hey, Billy, what the hell they're paying you for all that pain and suffering?
Oh, yeah, dude, it's fine, you know. But who's the Hey Billy? Oh, is that a joke? I it went right over my head.
Hello, Billy. Hey, Billy. You got a 3/4 pipe? I got this connection I want to make. You got some ground strap, Billy? Hey, Billy. Hey, Billy.
Oh, Daryl, you know exactly how it is, my man. You know. I bet you were running work for a while there. Maybe, I don't know. But hey, man, been a while. What's going on? W2 BTK.
It hard, man. A lot of overtime. Back in December. Made a lot of Christmas money, man. Still there on the job. Yeah, I've been a foreman for a while, man. Whew. 10, 15 years. I'm done, man. I'm done. Just retirement is upon me.
Time to retire.
Yeah, good for you, man. That's I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, you got to put in your time, and then when it's time to go, you go, and you do whatever you want. I think I know what you'll be doing. You'll be out here, or maybe, just maybe, I don't know, you go terrorize them boys on the ball. I bet you still have that stuff.
Oh, yeah, I was there 2 weeks ago. Terrorizing everybody. Having fun. Boy. No, I'll probably be in the Carolinas, man. I just got back tonight. I was down there this weekend checking out the property and everything, and looking at a location to throw up my 160 dipole and all that stuff. So, a couple more weeks I'm going down there to string it up. I went down there, I brought 2 towers with a hazel, whatever the hell it is. Put that up down there. And it's like 25-minute ride to go pick everything up. Got everything for like $600 a steel. Man, I got a 60-foot tower and another 80-feet tower. I'm buying them. I'm going down there and take it down and put them up. But good evening, everybody out there. This is KD2AFL.
How you doing there, Daryl? Hey, maybe you ought to think of putting out a bunch of ground radials around each one, and also being able to use it as a vertical here on 75.
Oh, I hear that. Wow, didn't think about that. All right, let me go. I'm a little tired, but I'll be back for a little bit. I'm gonna hang around for only 20 minutes, man, but just drove, I guess I drove about 600 miles back up here. All right, then. So let me get out of here. Billy, take care. You sounding good, and I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, all right. Well, good to hear you in there, Daryl. Have a good evening. From WA18UR.
Yeah, Daryl, we'll catch you later, man. Good to catch you out here, 600 miles. But yeah, like Timmy said, if you make that a vertical, and speaking of that, your boy Robert was on here last night. I was talking to him a little bit. You'll be able to talk to him, no problem, on a vertical most nights, probably. I don't know. It'd be good for that. But for your consideration, Timmy's right. Anyway, catch you later.
All right, okie doke.
Towers put up where, say for instance he wants to talk to Robert. Probably from where he would be, that would be somewhat northwest. Or north of west. So you have your 2 towers maybe at least a quarter wave apart from one another on this band, where one is where you draw a line in between them, and it's running from north west to southeast, and you put a bunch of wire on the ground for ground radials and cover it up and shunt feed the tower, put a folded unipole kit on each one. And I'm working as a two-tower array on 75. But coming up here would suffer, so if you were to operate them in phase instead of 180 phase, or 180 phase difference, or 90 degrees actually, say if you're a quarter wave apart, and quarter wave apart with two towers in phase, it would be a fairly omnidirectional pattern, but it would tend to favor the northeast and the southwest.
That's pretty cool stuff, and it's like worth learning about, because I'm always talking about this SDR, but it's got 2 inputs and 2 outputs on it. So if I wanted to, or if Daryl wanted to, with one of these or something, you could get, you have your 2 outputs from the exciter, 2 amplifier chains, 2 antennas for transmit, and phase them, like continuously variable, like phase relationship, I guess. You could do all sorts of crazy crap, steer that thing around, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, say that one more time. I had to tuck in my sideband there. There's a slop bucket, like, right on top of everything.
I hear it. Well, what do you have for an SDR radio? An SDR play or something like that?
No, it's a red pitaya, so it's not really like marketed as an SDR. It's marketed as a test, like a replacement for expensive test equipment. Like, it's got a really good spectrum analyzer. You can use it as a VNA, a signal generator, like all sorts of stuff like that, and also like an SDR. I mean, this is just like one of the most basic things you can do with it. But I use a free open source program called GNU Radio, and with that you can just, with DSP, it's like block based. You drag blocks on and connect them all, take an audio input and run it through all this crap, convert it to DSP, make the complex waveform with INQ signals, and then that just feeds the exciter. And it's kind of all like, basically the closest you could get to like make your own SDR.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just like the vector signal generator. Like, I can make any modulation. I could have multiple carriers, independent sideband, like, you name it. It can do anything, really. It's like if you took all the nanny functions and just completely opened up like an Anon or a Flex to where it could do anything, that would be this, basically.
Okay. And definitely 2 amps. I've got an SDR play, RSP2, and that's got 2 antenna inputs. So I wonder if I could do the same thing to a degree with that.
Hello. WA5 with a comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead there, from WA1H and YLR.
W1HLR, yes, the SD play will work with the GNU radio. I've done it quite a few times. This is WA2, WNY, Friday.
So I could have 2 antennas, like, shall we say, 2, for argument's sake, 40-meter dipoles that are set up parallel to each other, say an 1/8 wave apart. And I could use them independently and phase them to make a directional receiving antenna out of it, eh?
Yes, sir. Or the same thing with transmit.
Yeah, well, the SDR play is just strictly a receiving device.
Oh, well, yeah, then no, I'm sorry. If you had one of these red pitayas, you could do it with transmit as well. But yeah, as long as you have 2 outputs, I guess, why not? And like, oh, I forgot the call already, but like he said, I guess it works with GNU radio, so you can do all kinds of fancy stuff.
Yellen, Fallon.
I'm just doing a flyby, so I just came in, gonna turn this junk off for the week, but I heard you guys in there, just wanted to say hello. Yep, but Billy's right. What you can do, Tim, is with SDR, you could actually have a very deterministic and controlled phase relationship between said carriers. So you could basically, rather than do your delay, or your phasing, with a coax or, delay line, whatever, you can do it in DSP and steer that mofo all around.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking of doing is I have some long lengths of RG, what is it, 62 as they call it, cable TV, aluminum foil, cheap shit, but totally 100% shielded coax.
Yep, you can do that. But what this is, Tim, is sort of, it's fundamentally, you're doing the same thing, but think about it. Okay, what does that do? That creates a phase relationship between carrier A, and then it's the B copy, which is, some delay or some phase some 90 degrees or 180 or whatever, 120 behind. Well, you can do that right from at the DSP level, and then you don't need to have coax lines or stuff that are only good for certain frequencies. You'll be able to do this all over the place.
Yeah, well, you see, what I have in mind is I have a couple of long lengths of cable DV coax, which are all kind of rolled up, balled up underneath it. It was back in the days of anti-Glenn bastard high-angle skywave elimination technology, where I had one short antenna, basically a 40-meter dipole fed with a given length of ladder line that the system input impedance is 50 ohms, but it's very inductively reactive, so you put a condenser right across the feeders and you get a little window of 50 ohms at low reactance. So I was thinking of doing the thing with, say, for argument's sake, a couple of 20-meter dipoles fed with 300 ohm TV twin lead, spaced a given distance apart, and set up for 40 meters. You have a big match on 40 meters and just have them there in the woods. And then at this end, I would break out the mofo triggers, or shall I say, a noise-canceling signal enhancer box. Or in this case, I could just feed them to inputs 1 and 2 of the SDR play, and then tweak it that way, and be able to have something that I could move up and down the spectrum a ways. This WA1H and LR.
Yeah, that's WA1RWQ. Yeah, the beauty of doing it in the DSP domain is you have a lot more flexibility. I mean, you're not limited with a physical length of coax or whatnot. Well, but that being said, you can create arbitrary phase relationships between, say, carrier A and B, but then of course the radiating system has a certain physical spacing, whether it's quarter wave, half wave, whatever, and you'll be able to tweak your phase, but the net effect of the radiation enhancement, if you will, you're still going to be dealing with that. So, it is, you can't physically move the antennas apart or closer together, so you can vary the phase, but, the effectiveness will be really limited in that case by the spacing of the ants.
Yeah, well, that's essentially what the mofo junk model 1026 noise canceling signal enhancer does. It adjusts the phase and the amplitude, but it's all manual. Whereas in the virtual mode. Yeah, so I can do that with the SDR Play. So, I know the end result would be the same. You have 2-point sources, if you will, a given distance apart from one another. So there's, depending on what frequency you're doing it at, there's a certain phase relationship between them that has to be to get a desired cardioid type directional pattern with an extreme null off the backside. I first want to do it for 40 meter work to null out the damn shortwave broadcast.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, so I'll let you guys carry on. Just say good evening, and I'm just bouncing in here. And again, it's Sunday. Time to start winding down the week and get ready to go back into the FICA mine.
Here's KM4XG back with you.
Well, you're hearing Billy. Billy has got quite the interesting DSP type setup there in Jersey. Go ahead, Billy. You're in PW?
Oh yeah, he's coming in strong here, and Jim's back. I heard he's back from, I guess, a smoke break or whatever. But yeah, this thing is cool. I've been on the air talking about it nonstop, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm having fun with software-defined crap and low-level signals. And I've got the Viking 2 as a backup. I could switch over to that thing pretty quick. So it's working out. W2BTK. Go ahead, Jim.
All right. Joe, catch you around.
And I hear the other fellows back in there. Interesting discussion. Yeah, I'm just getting back from an extended smoke break. I can't smoke in my own ham shack. And I don't want to get in the habit of starting doing that, so I don't. And I'll tell you what, it's been an interesting journey getting this thing dialed in, and I'm kind of interested to share that experience to see if y'all have run into the same kinds of issues. It was really interesting. All this equipment is new, or new for me anyway, and when I first tried to run this amplifier on AM, I found out that the rig itself, the exciter, I couldn't turn the carrier power down low enough. It was saturating the amplifier at the lowest that I could, the lowest power setting that I could set it at, and I wasn't expecting that, so I had to actually open up the radio and adjust that internally so I could dial it back. And the other weird thing is that I've got the mic gain just open a crack right now here on AM. But when I go to single slot bucket, I have to turn that thing full tilt to the right, max it out to get a decent signal on SSB, and that's got me a little bit flummoxed as well. But I figure if you fellas are doing the same thing I am here, using standard ICOMs and Yaesus and Kenwoods and what have you to generate AM, I'm probably not the first one to run into these kinds of things. What do you think there, Clark? W2BTK, the group KM4XG, Herndon, Virginia.
No, I'm Billy. Clark signed a while ago, but honestly, there's a few guys that get on with, we call them the rice box. It's just the term. But they get on with the ICOMs and the Asus and stuff. It sounds for what you've got, it sounds excellent, I think. And that's always the thing. Like, a guy will get on AM for the first time and he'll have too much carrier, or then turn it down and then have too much modulation. It's like I don't think those are really AM is kind of an afterthought in those things. Most guys are running, I don't know, like other stuff, E-rigs or SDRs or plate modulated rigs or stuff like that. I mean, Timmy knows a lot about it. Timmy's like the AM guy. And Tim, I don't know if you caught before, Jim's just getting on AM and stuff, experimenting, getting his feet wet. So, I don't know. You can learn a lot from Timmy. I definitely have. W2BTK.
The rice box.
Yes, indeed, the rice box. And I hear you in there, Jim. Just about Q5 up here in Maine. He's down in my noise now.
Huh. Oh, no, I don't really hear anybody.
Right. They call it the rice box.
Oh, my God. Hello, Dave.
Rice. You know what he's after.
Yes, indeed. How you doing, Dave?
I'm back. I had enough of the DX window. I can't hear crap. People can hear me. I can't hear them. Screw that. I live at the seashore. Anybody at the seashore that could hear stuff in DX on 80 meters is better than me.
Oh, you poor guy.
Well.
Yeah, I suck. I just suck. And I know that I suck at that. But I don't suck at this. W2VW. Thank you.
Anytime.
Dave, that's you're doing stuff over here for sure. I still got the stream up. You should check that out.
I might check out the stream. Very important with the stream to aim it properly.
Just don't cross the street. Pissaline trickling down through the snow on the slant of the driveway going downhill.
Someday they're gonna point a laser beam at that, and they're gonna know everything you've eaten for the last year and what you thought. You know, like in the year 2525, they're gonna point a laser beam at your stream, and if man is still alive, they're gonna know that Timtron had a breakfast that was not pure. Yeah.
Yep, you never know. Another brave new world.
Who was that in there? Somebody else in there. Some peanut gallery.
Billy, that's me. Am I still looking at 32 XG?
Oh, Tommy. Dang. Yeah, that thing sounds smooth, bro.
Crank in 30 dB of attenuation before I could understand what he was saying.
Yeah, there's somebody handing you a good report there, Dave. I guess you're the channel master somewhere.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Thank you for the report. You're also fine business here, but two other people double with you, and I know one of them. What the hell? We need law and order here. Timmy, you've been around here for what, 65 years? Can you fix this crap?
No more than you can fix it either.
I can't, no. Don't leave it up to me. I'm not in charge of the AM window. There's no AM window. There's an AM window. There's no AM window. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to put a net on the AM window. No, you're not.
Yep. Heard it all before. And I just go which way the wind blows.
And no one's ever going to keep me down again. Whoa, yes, I'm wise, but I got my iMac final.
Un cerveza más fina.
Kroger.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wind down. Going to be helping a friend of mine out with I wouldn't call it an extreme radio project, but maybe.
Extreme radio project, something that makes more smoke and colorful smoke.
Well, hopefully not that, but if it did.
If the flames out, if it's a good flame out, it's memorable, and that's what really counts.
And it leads to embarrassing stains on the wall.
And it'll all run on pissoline.
Yes.
Billy, you're going to turn into a pumpkin in like 10 minutes.
I know. I gotta get up so early, but... Hey, Jim, are you taking this all in?
I'm loving every minute of it.
Welcome to 75 Meter AM with the Timtron and Dave, W2 very weak, and myself, I guess. It's a party.
Yeah, I was going to ask him, but maybe you could tell me, because it sounds like you're shit-faced. I mean, how many megawatts is VW running over there?
I think I have like 0.1. 0.1 megawatts.
Hello, Dave.
Hey.
Yikes. Hello, Dave. W2CDL. How you doing?
1.21 gigawatts.
CDL.
Yeah, it's Andy. How are you? I just heard you say a quick hello.
Hi, Andy. How you doing there on Long Island?
I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to do a net. We do a tech net, technical net. This time we're talking about antennas. If you listen on the Limark repeater, you'll hear the dissertation. It's pretty good. Say a quick hello to everybody. Just heard you out there saying hi.
Okay, Andy. Glad you're keeping it alive there on Long Island, and you have a good group there. Way above average for repeater group. Limark guys, you guys are great. I can't quite hear you with my antenna out here on the New Jersey shore, but have fun and keep it alive, man. Always think about Bill there. So over.
Okay, who did you say you're thinking about? Who's this?
You know who from World Trade.
Wait, World Trade. I'm drawing a blank.
I'll send you an email.
Yeah, my call letter, WITCDLVerizon.net. It's on QRZ. Okie dokie. Saying a quick hello again, because I don't hear you that often.
Yeah, I'm not on here a lot, but keep it alive there with the net, the tech net. You guys are good.
Yeah, join in. We could use some we have good science talks and space talks about what's going on in space. Well, I got news for you. A lot of people are up there in space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there are people in space that are still here, but there's a lot more who are gone and in space, yes.
I'm here in space.
Tommy's here.
Exactly. Okay, you guys continue, because my net starts in 5 minutes. So, gotta run. And we'll catch you next time. The way to video.
Okay, Andy, I was thinking about Bill Steckman. I knew you guys were friends, so... Good night. W2 very weak.
He was my neighbor. I have his tower. After 9/11, the wife decided to sell the house. I have his tower because I was operating on his amateur TV repeater, which I have a repeater here, an ATV repeater I want to use. Unfortunately, there's nobody on amateur TV. So what can I tell you?
Yeah, I got a bunch of ATV gear for sale.
Yeah, it's hard to do ATV New York City without being coordinated and all that other crap. You have layers and layers and layers to get through to set something like that up in the city anymore. It's been that way for a while. Anyway, Andy, nice running into you. W2 very weak.
W2XG.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I agree. Take care. WA2CBL, and I wrote to the Tim firm in the background.
You're kind of piss weak, but most of the time you're Q5 up here.
XG! You're still there.
I am.
That's kind of stupid. Wow, check that.
I want to be stupid. I'm retired.
How's your RCA receiver, Tommy?
It's good. It's only I don't know receiving anything. I gotta figure out how to put it on. There's too much noise coming through the power.
Yeah. I get that. I couldn't hear crap down in the TX window. It's disgusting. I have, 35 feet to put up a received beverage. Yeah, wonder why I can't keep up.
Yeah, I heard that CT1JJ station loud and clear. I was stoked in these.
Yeah, I think you hear as well as I do.
I think.
Who, me?
This is indoor dipole in Rutherford, which is near, he's near New York City and the stadiums and all that crap. He's surrounded by stuff, but he's got a good location because it's made out of wood.
But the other question is what about the noise floor of all the electronic garbage that's surrounding him?
It's S9 right now.
Is he transmitting?
He did.
Yeah, I lost him that time.
It ain't easy. It's not easy. And things will be better in the future for some of us, and some of us won't be here in the future. But for Tommy, he'll still be here.
CQ Timmy. CQ Timmy, this is Whiskey 2, X-Ray Golf. I guess not.
No contact, no get back, as High Voltage Mobile, New Jersey says.
Oh man, that just, I don't know what that does to me, but it's not good.
What?
No 73, no log.
It's Roberto Duran. Yeah, back in the 80s. Anyway, I'm going to shut this crap off. It's been fun. Timmy, always nice talking with you. Tommy, Billy, Bear, anybody else? John Boy, Mary Ellen. Talk to you all later. W2 very weak.
Very good day.
7-3, I hope you feel better.
Getting on out of here. I'm kind of curious, before you go, how well is my little 100-watt signal been holding up?
You're 25 over guess 9, but there's a lot of crap. Static crashes and birdies and junk, but you're floating above it, Timmy. It's a good signal, and 25 years ago it would have been a great signal, but the rest of the world has risen to the level of garbage to where your signal is like sort of okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the wire array is helping any, because I am casting abroad. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna turn this thing off, and I'm gonna be helping my buddy's desk K1WXY out with his one of his DX100s that he's had for years. And I went through it, dequalified the audio, and it just had this hum that, it just needs some TLC. But he's been working on it, and the DX100B, and that's what it is. You can put some very substantial monitors in there, and I dragged out this piece of glue I had. It's basically like a cube. I believe it's a mount transformer from a BC610H, which is definitely better than the one in the BC610I. And 21K primary and I think 8,000 ohms on the secondary, so it's almost a 3-to-1 step down. And it'll easily do 100%, a little more than that. Yeah, and with the 1625s as it is, it'd work well. They'd have to be relocated over to the rectifier tube sockets. But you clear out the mod transformer and the 1625 sockets and all that. You can clear out a lot of real estate to fit this piece in there, and then I got to come up with an equal driver transformer. But from the tests I've run, the high-end response at the low impedance, the low modulating impedance, is actually extremely good, but it's got that much more inductance and core mass, so the low end would probably be very impressive. So it'll be an interesting thing. If anything, it'll increase the size of the DX100 paperweight. See you later, Dave. See you later, Billy. And I guess that's, God, the guy with the 54-foot dipole is just about slipping beneath the waves. This WA1H Yellar, getting out of here.
Roger, right on. Good night, Timmy. Yes, big square box transformer with the step-down ratio, and you can maximize all that. That's good stuff. You need to document that crap for future people who may be working on it 20 years from now, Timmy. You know how that is. Anyway, thanks. Good night, everyone. W2VW. I'll be listening for 2 seconds.
Oh, I listen to you guys all the time.
All right, Timmy, Dave. Hey, man, I'll catch you later, bro. I'll talk to you next time. All right. Bye. W2BTK.
Whee! Is everyone leaving?
Timmy! WB2GCR said that.
King Mike 4X, Ray Golf.
Say all these guys, they're all old. They go to sleep at 8 o'clock. Oh, what's become of us?
Oh, okay, well, it's a Sunday night. I thought maybe these were working men.
Ain't that a mess?
Otherwise, I say, let's get drunk and radiate.
No, I don't do that. I've never been a big alcohol fan. It makes me stupid. I'm already stupid, and then I go to sleep. So what's the point? No, that's not good for me.
Well, it ain't for everyone, that's for sure.
Billy, you still in there?
Who?
You're way in there, buddy.
I don't see myself on F. Shit, I don't see nothing.
Dude, you're strong here, man.
That's because I moved in next door to you and you didn't know it.
Hey, Tommy, you suck. You're strong here. What the hell are you doing?
Shut up, Dave.
You can't tell me to shut up.
Shut up, Dave. Go have another room temperature Corona. I'll see you next weekend.
Yeah, okay. You better get back on FT8 where you belong.
F8? F this.
I was gonna get on amateur TV. You know, it's prime real estate right here in the tri-state area.
Yeah, it's big. There's nobody listening, but you can transmit. Good night. That thing works really well. That's stupid. Good night. W2VW.
Weak, Dave. Weak.
Hello, Dave. I hope this thing is working.
Daryl, you need some amateur TV gear.
Daryl,
just the guy you need to talk to.
Yeah.
Hi, Daryl. I gotta go, but good to hear you, man.
Good to hear you, too. Always sounding good. I've been off for a while, but I'm back. I'm back.
I heard your neighbor, Eric, and I was asking Eric, because he says he's like a mile from you, what he does when the line voltage sags when you're on the air.
What he does with what happened?
When you key up and the line voltage goes down at his house.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm in the next town over, so... Wow. I mean, I'm stealing juice from the next town? They're gonna be after me, Dave.
I think you're borrowing juice. That's my opinion. If they ask me professionally, I'm going to say you're just borrowing it. They shouldn't be held criminally liable. But anyway, just kind of having some fun. Good to hear you, and I got to go. So, they're always nice hearing you on. You're strapping. 73, W2VW. I'm out of here.
Okay. I'll be standing by for a little bit. I just got back from the Carolinas, so you know that little drive. Wow. Take care, Dave. Always a pleasure. This is KD2AFL on the T368, and she's percolating.
Yeah, get up on the mic, Daryl. You can modulate it a bit more. WB2GCR, good evening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might have been up on it too high. All right, then. I'm out.
No, not out. I said get closer to give me some more modulation. You can hit it a little bit harder. That's what I was saying.
More audio.
All right. Let me see. What about right there? Is everything okay right there?
That's beautiful. Now you got 100% modulation. Beautiful thing. Very good. I hope you had a good time down in the Carolinas. I hope it was nice and warm for you.
Well, it's 55 degrees and 70 degrees today, so, yeah, it was nice, but I had to come back. Come back to the rain.
Alright, y'all, I gotta run. It's been fun, but we'll catch you next time. And, Dave, I'll talk to you later. The big station on Beechwood Mountain. I'll see you guys. W2BTK, my cat's talking to me. Bye.
What's your cat say?
Nice to meet you, Boeing 73 from Camp 4XG.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Jim. I hope to catch you out here in the window again. But I don't know what my cat's saying, Barry. She's saying, I can't really translate. I just know that, you know, she's my cat. Alright. Night, guys. W2BTK out.
Alright, Bear. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. You and Timmy was, double. So, alright. 73s, everybody. I'll be listening for a little bit, and, we gotta turn this thing off. This is KD2AFL.
Whiskey 2 extra gravy, I know. Have a good night.
Hey, KD2AFL from Camp 4XG. You're loud here in Northern Virginia.
Okay, the station down in Virginia. Sounding good up here in New Jersey. Didn't know this old T368 can get out there, but it's working. Take care. This is KD2FL.
It seems like most everyone here is 2 land, 1 land, W1. KD2, WB2, N1.
You got a W5 TTS.